Welcome back to Odyssey of the Dragonlords, where our heroes find themselves in the main city of Mytros at the legendary Great Games, the annual event which brings competitors from around the lands of Thylea to get fame. And of course, this Great Games is unlike any other as it takes place in the year of the end of the Oath of the Prophecy. Versi, the oracle's overseeing the Great Games because of her unbiased opinions and unheralded beauty. And you guys are in the middle of the Leaping Spires competition, in which there are four, what do I call them? Talus pieces, four emblems, four tokens, trinkets that need to be collected and brought to the center spire, and that single person on the center spire with all four talismans is determined the winner of this particular event. Of course, there are these bulette things lurking in the sands and tearing apart quite a few of you. Sirens hurt pretty bad. Arachne is hurt pretty bad. Zark's doing okay. Bullbug's decent. He's flying up in the air a little bit, and Solano Deo's chilling in the stands. And this is where we pick up with Bullbug. Any questions before we get right back into it? Excellent.
I don't think I have anything. Seems like it's pretty.
Who's running Zark today? Any volunteers to play two characters? We have
I did double duty last week.
You did.
So someone else can do it. Feel my pain.
Fine, just give it to me.
All right.
I will suffer the blame. Just shoot me.
Yeah, I think the rule is you can't kill people that you don't officially own. So, Saren, I'm going to make you owner of Zark for now.
That doesn't sound right either way.
Yeah, especially in this world.
I already owned a slave technically. I don't want to go into that.
Zark feels his eyes go from outside of his mind, and before he loses control of his body, he says, Saren, I swear an oath to you, and you get to control him for this session. Bullbug is hanging out up top here, and he's trying to distract this one here. He can also, let's see, he's just he's not a very good, no, he doesn't have any healing spells. He's just going to continue to distract this bulette over here. And that brings us to Solano Deo on the sidelines, and I need to bring up our little cheat sheet for this particular game that did I post that, or did we just I don't remember. So if I recall, you can... Oops, this isn't the one I needed. The only thing I brought up, all kinds of things except for the thing that I needed. For the Great Games, I believe you can support someone by casting a spell or cheering them on to grant them advantage. You can... Bullbug can distract and do things from above because he's got fly cast on him, and then you folks on the ground have your normal abilities, I believe. So Solano Deo, I believe you've already used your portents.
Yes, I have. I used them last time.
Okay, and what do you want to do?
I believe I am too far away to be in range of blessing any of them.
What's your distance on Bless? Look like your closest person or ally is about 45 feet away.
Yeah, it's only 30 feet. Would I be able to cast like Firebolt? Try to like make an enemy fumble.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So you got the bulettes if you want to go after them. There is one human still up over this way.
Nice.
But yeah, if you're trying to sort of pull their attention either towards you or distract them from, because this guy here, right in front of both Arachne
Yeah.
and Saren, just had a little tasty meal, tearing up the guts of this poor woman, and will likely soon turn its attention to probably Arachne since she is on the ground.
All right. Let's go ahead and firebolt that one that I have targeted. Actually, no. Arachne's not looking too good.
No, she is not.
No, I could use a chug jug.
I think I might have to cast Healing Word on you, buddy. Yeah. Okay. You are within range.
Woo!
Okay, you're just within range.
Woo!
So I'm gonna cast a Healing Word on you, but I'll use it as a 3rd level.
What's the word that you use in order to heal me?
I say, you just joined our party. Don't fuck this up.
Thanks for the word of encouragement.
I don't know why you didn't roll.
Roll it. Roll.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's go.
Yep.
That's weird. It did not roll the healing, apparently.
Did you target her? Did you?
Yep, she's targeted.
In the chat window, if you click on that healing button, it should.
Healing fast.
Yep.
All right, still nothing. So,
Interesting.
You want to roll a d4 and I'll just add it in.
well, I used it at 3rd level, so it's 3d4 plus 3.
Oh, I get 10. Woo!
And then, as a regular action, cast Firebolt on the big one because you can do a cantrip and a leveled spell in the same turn.
Hey.
Those are separate actions.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And this big one here.
That's kind of frustrating. Okay.
And the system's screwing us again.
Yeah, hit attack button.
I did. It did nothing
Really?
for all my spells. So
That's
let's see
weird.
if this works.
Because when I hit the button in the chat, it pops up with a normal or whatever, and then it rolls the dice for me. Is that not working for you?
So I hit attack.
And then in the chat, hit the attack button again.
I hear it going off, but it's just not doing it.
That is odd.
Yep. And that's even for the spells on my sheet as well. Like if I go to my character sheet, it doesn't let me do it as well.
Oh, Foundry.
So
Old school, you have a +7 for your bonuses if you want to roll a d20. I don't know why it would let me do it though.
17 hit him.
You're going after this guy here, the one just.
Yep.
Okay. 17 does hit.
Awesome.
And then your damage looks like it's 2d10. So good job. We'll do.
All right, then that's it for my turn. So I'll move initiative on to the next player.
Great. And if you could just maybe refresh, see if that fixes your stuff. Well, you're the first person.
Yeah, I'm gonna
really go.
I'll refresh
We'll
my
see what
browser.
happens. All right, Arachne, you feel a little boost of healing energy, saying, "Don't fuck this up." What do you want to do? You've got this hungry Bulette looking at you.
Alright, so this what we
Oops.
gonna do. Hey, there's me. Hey, there's he. Alright, so I got my talisman, and I just need to scuttle up this rock.
Yep, super easy to do. No checks needed.
Alright, I want to scuttle up this rock there, homie.
Okay.
Is that legal? Right
Yep.
there?
Yep.
Alright, bet. And then, let me see how many spell slots I still have.
So both you and Saren find yourselves on this rock with a single talisman, I believe.
Oh, I had a talisman. I carried mine.
Oh, I only have one over there.
I carried mine from here to there. Put it there.
Huh.
Maybe I'm on it. Nope, I'm not.
Not on it.
Nope. No, I carried that 1,000 here.
I count only 3 on the whole board. Where did it go? Interesting.
The system is screwing us. The
That's
system
right.
is-
Yep. Okay. Well, we'll say there's 2 there. I don't know where the other one went.
I shouldn't have started this conversation, this session by talking about NFTs.
You're the-
That's why.
That's
you
yeah.
That's
cursed
why.
us.
Next
all
time
my
you
fault.
do it, I'm coming for you. All right.
Um,
So,
So
I'm
yes,
gonna go
you're
ahead.
with Saren, and there's 2 talisman there.
CC. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike. And this may not work, but you know what? Fortune favors the bold. I'm
True.
gonna try and see if I can go ahead and lock down that butlet.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna see how it's pronounced.
Yeah, that's a good try. I think I tried to look that up.
Oh?
No, I think the rolls are hidden because he does that.
They shouldn't be. Not your.
No, I got mine on public roll.
And then did you
Okay.
press the button in the chat after
Yeah.
you pressed, and it still just did the same thing? The heck?
I hit attack, and all it does, I'll hit attack, and it just spawns another one.
That's weird because it pops up normal for me. Well, do you want 23?
I'll take it.
All right, and then your damage
Um,
is a 1d8 plus 3 plus your proficiency bonus, maybe? What is that bonus?
this
Oh, it's just 1d8 plus 3. If you want to roll it instead of me, that's fine.
3. Oh no.
In the little dice at the bottom of the chat, there's a d8, the third one over, and then if you hit space plus 3, you could do it that way, or you can just roll the d8 and we can add 3 to it, whatever you want to do. All right.
5. And then, because of Ensnaring Strike, what does it do? Next time you hit a creature with weapon attack before the spell ends, the target must succeed, so it's gotta succeed on a DC 13 strength saving throw.
Fails.
Alright, so,
So it is restrained by vines.
yes. While restrained by the spell, the target creature takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns. A creature restrained by the vines, or one that can touch the creature, can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, the target is free.
All right, so vines spring up and restrained that thing. Anything else?
Nah, that's everything right there, home skillet. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it over to the next Papi Chulito.
Mr. Saren.
I'm just gonna get on the edge. And I'm gonna. Well, he's a restrained, right? So I get advantage on this attack.
Oh yeah.
So I just push Alt, right?
I was trying to find some cool vine images, but what level was that spell? Meh.
Which spell?
Damn it.
Your vines.
It's level 1.
Oh.
Oh, okay. It's frustrating for me too now.
Oh, nothing fun. I can't find vines. Anyway. All right. So it's everybody. Great. Cool. So
This is
you do have advantage.
This is horrible.
I know. We'll fix it. 1d20 plus 9. If you want to roll a d20, we'll add. That's a lot of bonuses there, buddy. I wonder if I can configure, because it's got to be my MIDI QOL. And we have player, roll attack.
Damn.
Hmm.
I read his last name too quick and I thought it said forehead. It's like saying forehead. That's kind of strange.
Call me that.
Surname.
Could call myself that dumb of a name. Actually, it sounds like a real name, not like a joke name.
All right, 27 damage to the. Did we just figure out how to just say these guys' names? Boulette. I like Boulette. We'll see.
Yeah, it's Boulette.
Boulette.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 1d.
They give you the official pronunciations on D&D Beyond. Did you guys know that?
I did not. Thank you.
And it's
Yeah.
either Matthew Mercer or Marisha Ray that narrates the pronunciation.
Oh.
Oh, that's neat.
D8. Okay, I got. Yep, and I guess 1d8 plus 5.
What's a D8 plus 5?
The damage. The damage.
I thought you already rolled
With
the
the
damage.
Yikwawa.
Oh,
I
with
would-
Kyrah.
Yep.
That's right. We're doing old school things without the automations.
Yeah, this spy gets slower.
It's slower, yeah. Let's see.
Okay, so that was 7 points of damage.
Yep, it took it.
And I'm going to back up and just keep my
With
shield up for jumping bullets.
Your bonus sneakiness. Your what do you call it? You don't.
Well, I
promote
guess I just
opportunities.
use my dodge actions when everyone pops up or something.
Yeah, it slashes right above your head as you leap out of the way. This girl here, she is terrified. She sees that she is way out of her league. She's gonna hang out on the rock up here and probably try not to draw the attention of the bullets. Saren, you are Zark, and you have a bullet right in front of you and a talisman. I think he has. Oh, he was climbing up that to get it, if I
So
recall.
5.
Yeah, he
5 feet,
pops up
There's 5.
there.
grabs it.
Yeah, but he might promote opportunity
Nope.
attack unless you wanted to deal with the bullet first.
No, wait, we're misremembering. He got that from there.
Oh, did he have it
That's-
on him?
That's the one he has on his person. He was going that way to get this.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was where. Okay, so he's going in that direction. Just grabbing it. Staying in the middle.
Well, he'd still promote an opportunity attack. if
Yep, I
that's what-
know.
Okay.
He can
Let's-
take it. I know he can. I know.
He tries to bite. Wow, it's true. So, what you say to me is true. Let's try this thing.
He's all greased up. He's all greased.
Wow. It really won't
Slicky
let
Ricky.
I can't-
Yeah, this is a
Wow.
frustrating.
Yeah, it won't let me roll the attack. That's really strange.
Is there a way to stop them from updating your thing so it doesn't screw us?
You know, I think I didn't update to version 9. I updated the D&D version, which is probably what messed with us. So, +7 to hit on a D20. Yeah, we're gonna have to do math today. That is not a hit for Zark, probably. Nope. Okay. He tries to bite. Zark manages to skirt the 13, and he grabs the other talisman. Does he still have
going?
That was about
No,
what,
he-
25
he-
or so.
Yeah, I have 5 feet of movement left, so
Oops.
it's going to go 5 feet that way.
Okay.
Just once he goes, it's his turn. He's just going to dash and just put the eyes on that hill over there.
Just put the what?
He's just going to put these 2 things on that hill. I mean that rock over there because it was the ejector, right? Put all of them on the middle.
Yes, one person needs to be on the middle rock with all 4 talisman, and so far Zark has 2, Saren has 1, and Arachne has 1. So alright, Zark grabs 2. This one, start of its turn, he needs to do damage, right?
Yeah, he takes a 1d6.
Do you want to roll it?
Yes, sir.
He'll take 3
3 damage.
And he is going to try to get out of this restraint with a strength check. I think you said it was like what, 13?
DC 13.
16. He breaks out of his vine binds, and that's probably his action, but he moves. He is going to move right here, and he turns, seeing Zark heading his way.
Oh no.
Oh,
That's a no good.
yeah.
Oh, he can move now. Wow.
Kyrah's hanging out. She's cheering y'all on with the little dragon wormling. She says, rah, rah, rah. Bullbug was distracting this guy. Let's see if, with disadvantage, he's going to try to bite our friend. Oh, yeah, I can't roll things. Well, it's just two 2d20s. And it's, I believe, a +7. So 8, 15. Does Bullbug? No, Bullbug's got a 16, so that was close. Bullbug sees this thing leaping up for him, and he manages to will his little fly speed, granted by Sidon, to a little bit over. But he is such a awkward flyer, being a Minotaur in the air. It's just hilarious. The crowd loves him. Dragon Wormling's eating some popcorn. This one, these guys have a speed of 40. Not quite. Burrows through the sand that way. This one's gonna probably try to interrupt Mr. Zark here once again with a bite attempt. Rolling them d20s. The bite is a +7, so that's gonna hit with a 40-12 +4. That's a tough bite there. Oh, that was
Wait,
weird.
what?
That was weird. It was like in the language of, oh, because I didn't do /roll.
I was like, what is that?
That's the language of the bullets.
It's very curvy.
Ouch. Zark taking a bite in the leg, almost his whole leg off. Oops. Man, they really messed with my update, didn't they? I should not have done anything. Just don't touch the game, Jeff. Future Jeff, don't touch the game.
As good as it was good as it was.
It was, I know. Let me apply damage. Nope, you're not going to let me apply damage. I'm going to have to...
Can you
Okay.
just tell me what it is?
It's 37.
Okay.
Okay. We might take a early break to see if I can fix some of these things. Bullbug continues to distract this guy, giving him any disadvantage, but he's sort of occupied by Bullbug anyway. Oh wait, Bullbug's got some moves. He could do something, right? I'm just afraid to roll things now. He's got a +7 to his great axe. 14 does not hit the bullet, so Bullbug tries. Solano Deo in the stands. You're seeing your friends sort of split and these bullets gathering to divide and conquer.
Well, the one near my allies needs to make me a DC 15 Wisdom save versus Toll the Dead.
Hey, that worked.
Oh, that
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah!
He failed.
Why does it like they always spell that one word?
I think that the thing now is I can't see people's like health, like if they're near death or what.
Oh, really? The health estimate's broken?
Yeah.
I could see others' health, like badly injured kind of thing.
I can't see the badly injured or anything now for some reason.
Huh.
Arachne, you're still looking pretty bad, right?
I am badly injured. I'm just like below. But I feel like if you can get to Saren before me, because he's
Saren, you're pretty bad, right? Yeah.
Near death.
All right, I got
He's
you.
like, no big deal. That's how I always am.
It's like
I didn't do it.
They
Okay.
always hate the rogue. They always.
No, it did not, but I can click the button, or you can.
Heal for 13.
13's better
Yeah.
than mine.
All right,
Oh.
that's it for my turn. I will move it to the next person.
Hey, Solano Deo, when I click on your button that actually works for me, it's a 3d4 + 4. Is it supposed to be 3d4 + 3?
It might be my modifier, but my modifier is 4. Yeah, so sorry, that should be 3d4 + 4.
So
So
14.
just add 1 to it.
Yep.
Because my wisdom is modifier 4. Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
I guess you gotta fix those a little later.
Yep. All right, Arachne, you see this energy hit Saren and close some of the gaping teeth marks in his body. You also see Zark sort of seemingly pausing over on the rock with a couple of talisman and 2, almost 3 bullets in his way.
What can I do here? Alright. Um, Zark, do you have... Could I make a pseudo zipline?
Describe what you're trying to do.
Alright, so I got 50 feet of hemp and rope. I'm a sharpshooter, so 40 feet ain't nothing. I would like to see if I could shoot an arrow right next to Zark and have him be able to like walk back.
I mean, these are stones. I would assume an arrow wouldn't be able to pierce it. They're not like soft stone or props. These are actual hard rocks. I mean, you could try to pierce it into the bullet or into maybe the stadium, like beyond him.
Can I shoot someone in the stadium? No, I'm just playing.
There are these statues that sort of rise above in increments, and there is one sort of pointing an arrow, which is fitting. And if you hit that one, I would say that the line would be sloped down towards you enough that Zark can probably, grab up and do some sort of Indiana Jones shit.
What would be the requirement for that to happen?
Let's see. How hard do you think? You're an archer. That thing's, I mean, plus with the bow and arrow, there's probably a way to hook in there. I'm gonna say it's like a DC 16.
So, am I like attacking? Gotta beat 16?
Yeah, you'll do like an attack roll. So just your D20 plus your modifiers, dexterity mod, whatever other proficiencies you have.
Alright, let me see. Because I know I got something down. +2 bonus to attack rolls. Alright, so it'd be a 1d20 +3 plus my dex, which is 3 +2.
Oh, just make it. So it flies through the air, and you see one of the bullets try to come up and get it. You see, a fan kind of throwing popcorn that may have threw you off a little bit, but your arrow flies true, makes it into the gap in the statue where it's able to sort of wrap around. Nobody in the stands gets hurt, and you find yourself securely tied to the other side of the arena.
Alright, I'm just gonna assume that's everything that I can do this turn. So I'm just gonna yell at Zark and be like, take the rope back! And then it's gonna go and lock his place in. And that'll be it for me.
Alright. Saren, you feeling a little bit better?
I got more life. It's up to me, so I guess I got to move. I'm gonna try to move off this thing because I know there's only supposed to be one person on it.
Do you leave the emblem that you have?
Yep, right there.
Okay.
And but first, I'm going to stab this thing.
Okay, we're gonna treat this dead person as the emblem that disappeared.
Use the corpse as an emblem. Okay, so.
So, stabby, 17 hits.
Did you already do it?
No, it's, what are you doing? Your Kloa?
Okay. I thought you said I hit for some reason. I didn't roll.
Oh, no, 17 would hit. I mean, I could.
And
It lets me
doesn't
roll
work.
the attack, so if you wanted me to do that, you got a 12, but otherwise you could do the 9 plus a d20. I wonder why that broke so much. I wonder if it's because I updated the D&D system in the middle of the battle. I bet you if we end this battle and start a new one, it would be like, okay, fixed.
Let's go. Well, yeah, it's gone now, so
All
let's
right.
just stay over here.
So you sneak down there with your Yukawa. You manage to, tap this thing on the behind, but not pierce its armored skin. And you pop up, leaping from spire to spire, over the tail of this bullet that's just too slow to react to you. That girl's not doing anything. She's chilling. Zark / Saren, you see a arrow with a rope fly over your head, and you sort of look at Arachne like you missed, but then you see that she had securely attached the arrow to the rope to the statue behind, and it's about 2 feet above your head.
Zark gives like a nod and just like grabs everything and uses his, let's see, what's his normal speed? 30 or something?
He's got 40.
It's 40. So he's gonna grab all of them and just 10, 20, and get in the middle.
So
just put all his stuff down.
is he just running across, provoking an opportunity attack from these 2 bullets, or is he somehow using that rope?
He's maybe if he, let's see, I can only go in straight lines for some reason. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, basically going around them, I guess. Being smart, you know? From this way, that way, kind of thing. Going up.
Well, I mean, Zark probably sees the rope above his head that's, sort of taut. And,
So you think you could just use that to give above them?
I mean, he might be dangling and pose a risk as he gets closer to the ground towards Arachne here, but he would definitely avoid this first bullet, whereas otherwise he's sort of using speed to get around and would be sort of stuck, here with no movement left. Unless he sort of dashes. I guess he could dash and do a big loop around. You're running him. You tell me.
So yeah, he's just hurt real bad, so I'm just making sure he don't get hurt again more by bullets.
Right.
So I'm just gonna he's got the legs. He's jumped half across this map, so he can run around them.
Okay, so you want to dash, or you still want to have an action left? Because if you want to have an action left, you are definitely provoking 2 bullets, because that would take up your whole speed just to get to that rock. But if you dash, I would imagine you can sort of do a big loop around.
Yeah, dash.
Okay, so you dash here, you jump over this way. They start to move towards you, trying to come after you, and you end up leaping at that last minute easily with your strong hooves, and you make it there with... I feel like we should do some check. Let's do like just athletics real quick, Zark. Let's see if you can make that leap at the end there. It's about 10 feet. You're probably strong enough, but you're also hurt. Oh yeah, easy.
Oh, that works for some reason.
Oh, good. All right, so you make it there, and now there are 4 talismans and 2 folks on the rock. Did you want to do anything else, Zark, before I move on? You're good?
I was just going to gather them around and just stay in the middle and just give Arachne the nod. How do you say Arachne?
Yeah.
Okay, Arachne a nod, and it's like girl.
This one does try to go after you, Arachne. I'm going to give it disadvantage because you're sort of on a rock and it's sort of below you, but it's still going to try to bite you. That's going to... Oh yeah, I can't do 2d20s. Let's see. That'll be an 11 plus a 7, 18.
That will hit.
All right. Uh-oh. Slash roll 40, 12 plus 4, 27 piercing.
I'm down.
All right. So she's trying to get this thing off of her, and it ends up grabbing her leg, and she just drops as it sort of slashes like a dog, whipping her about, and she ends up getting tossed over onto this rock.
That counts. But I guess she's technically safe now.
As soon as that happens, you hear a horn blow, and all of these bullets kind of run into these little holes where they had come from. You see a fresh pile of meat that draws them in, and they disappear. And that is the end of that terrible broken battle.
Terrible broke battle.
Yeah, I don't know why it
I guess.
decided to do that, but we're gonna try some things here, just to
Or refresh. You kick us out, then when you refresh it.
maybe I'm gonna put just you and this thing and Zark in a battle. I'm gonna see if I can. Wow. Okay, if I begin combat and have Zark target with a great axe. Nope, still not doing it. Yep, we might have to do some refreshing. I thought it might have been a specific battle, but it was not. Okay, so Versi says, "Ah, yes, wonderful, wonderful." The crowd's going wild. They love y'all. The people who didn't do so well have their heads hanging low. And they say, "How exciting, the great games. This is exactly what we're here for. Bloodshed and excitement." I can't even refresh properly. It's not even letting me. We might have to open an entire new window. Whole thing's broken. Okay, so you guys are hanging out there on the spires, and the initial Leaping Spires game is over. You see King Acostus stand up and calm the crowd, and he says, "My glorious people, the city of Mytros is so honored to host such an event, and only a king such as myself could carry the weight of such amazing foreigners and outlanders coming to celebrate the great games. Our next game in this afternoon, after these heroes clean themselves up, will be," there's a drum roll, "Kyrah Kart," and the whole crowd erupts. Kyrah sort of puts her head down as if she's ashamed. And my game won't let me in now. I'm gonna close the stream part, see if that helps. So yeah, go ahead and roleplay. We got Arachne on the ground. No more threats in the arena.
Yamcha posed.
Well, am I able to get out of the podium?
Yeah. So there's quite a few fans that sort of jump over the barrier at this point, and people are asking for autographs. People are, just hanging all over you.
I'm gonna heal her.
Clicking that button does something.
Oh?
No.
Nope.
Wow, my dice rolling today sucks. Yikes, 2d8 plus 4 and I got 10.
Yikes.
She's not unconscious anymore.
I'm alive.
Yay.
So yes, this is largely over. Bullbug slowly falls to the ground. He celebrates with you all. There are the Cult of Lutheria fans bringing you jugs of wine.
Nice.
I like jugs of wine.
I thought you were just gonna say I like jugs, and I would say obviously. But
I was gonna say, what? That would be too easy. I also enjoy wine with my jugs.
gee, okay.
Just pour it into my unconscious mouth. Oh well, I'm awake now. Pour it into my mouth still.
Eat the berry. Eat the berry.
I'm just going to try to fix this so we can just hang out a bit.
Okay.
It's fine. It's like it's more important to fix the problem before doing anything else.
Yeah, it's worth the time, I think.
Yep.
During this time, Saren, you said you might have wanted to trade weapons or get some things. So there's going to be a few hours while they clean up the stadium and the town. The whole city's sort of on a lunch break. I mean, they're always on a lunch break, but they're celebrating and there's some time.
What's your weapon that you use, Arachne?
What?
I know you're an archer, so I want to give you a weapon that's more useful to you than me. I got this legendary weapon called short bow. Want it?
Let me see.
It's called the
And I'll
short bow. It's called the short bow of Cupidity. That's like,
What does it do?
yeah, there's an annoying thing I can't copy and paste things. Let's see how I.
Sorry, I'm going to refresh y'all. Should have warned
I'll
you.
show you once. I'll show you in a minute.
Yeah, the short bow of Cupidity. I think I have that in the... Because that was actually part of the short bow of Cupidity. Nope, maybe not. It's a legendary short bow that requires attunement. Attacks made with this weapon have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Once per day, on a successful hit, you may force the target to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw. On a failure, they are charmed by you for an hour.
Ooh.
It's like I'm saying, might have more use with that than me. It's saying I use melee. You use range things. And it's like,
The hell, man?
oh.
I will kindly take this offer.
Sorry, I'm just
As
gonna
I'll
keep
see
messing it up.
used.
I'm gonna fix this, but go ahead. Roleplay. Go.
The world's exploded. Help!
It's just like you make one of us goes blind. Just shoots the bow at someone. What was our main thing? Where we were trying to, I don't know, prevent Minotaurs from getting sacrificed in the games.
I thought it was to end the slavery.
Well, that too. It's like either or. It's like mostly not live sacrifices of people, but the
Yeah.
cult to decide on.
Well, we'll go ahead and track them down and make sure that they get the message that they're not welcome here.
Track who down?
Cult
Them
decide on it.
cultists.
Well, we already killed some of their cultists anyway, so it's like they know the message.
I mean, there are several cults, so cultist is not narrowing it down. There's the cult of the snake, working for the Lady of Coins. There is the cult of Lutheria, whom you've already murdered several.
Yeah, but it's cult Syria side on too.
We've murdered a lot of people.
I really don't know why that's broken.
So
We're gonna go get the cultists. Do you know how little that narrows it down?
Right?
So wait, are the cult of the snake good people or bad people? Is there the snake lady took you down real fast? It's like, let's see. All I know is that she was attacking musicians or something. She was...
The Lady of Coins, not attacking. There were musicians being turned to stone, or at least there were statues of what appeared to be very lifelike musicians showing up in the middle of the street.
Are dead cultists around? I mean,
Man, that really looks like Kanye.
are there really some dead deuces around? I was just going to make a fake head, just give it to the guy. It's like, okay, we killed her. She's dead.
Okay.
Take the 9 gold.
There's something wrong with my MIDI QOL, which sort of does all the math, but at least I have it to where. Does someone want to pop in the game real quick and just target one of these bullets and see if their stuff is working? And I won't kick you out again. At least not for a while. So while we're figuring this out, during your break, you guys, Do you stay in the stadium?
I guess I just get.
Huh?
I guess I go eat some food or get a snack or something.
Sure.
Just take a break. So I can
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah, we'll join in on the lunch break with everybody.
So there's the
Sounds like a great
Satyr's
idea.
Tail, which you know is a pretty big hot spot for the cult of the snake. There is the, what's the other one called? Inspiration, if you know the name of the bar, the tavern.
Cold at the fish thing.
No.
It is
Isn't it the 5 pay?
the Sirens Roost.
It was about fish at least.
Yeah, you've probably been to the Sirens Roost as well, because I believe you were there checking something out. The Sirens Roost, oh yes, because there was folks hitting on you there. It's like a brothel kind of place, and that's where you heard
Hey.
about some kidnapped children.
Oh.
Well, we rescued those children. It was fine.
You did.
I don't know. So you wanted me to target things and hit them?
Yeah, if everyone wants to just go after this one, you just alt-click to target it and make an attack roll against it. Don't use your slots or anything. You are able, at this point, well, I'm assuming... Oh, Arachne, you did get... I don't know why you still have that overlay. You got a little bit of healing. You don't have time for a long rest, but you do all have time for a short rest.
Bet then.
There we
That
go.
works.
Yeah.
It's damage. There we go.
Cool.
That works.
Yeah, something with
So-
my MIDI QOL, but that
That's fine.
happens. Better than it
Jab-
was.
Javelin. Okay, it works now.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a 0 somehow.
Yeah, you're a 1d6 -1 on your javelin. Why is it a -1?
Because that was strength. It was
Because
using
you're strength.
versus-
You don't have a... Oh, you have a -1 strength score.
Yeah, it should have been Dex, but it uses strength on that. I just never messed with that in a while.
Oh, I
never used the
gotcha.
adamantine javelin.
All right, so you are all taking... feel free to take a short rest or roll hit dice or whatever you need to do. While you're at the Sirens Roost, you see someone come in who looks to be sort of a regal human, possibly with some elvish blood, and they approach Zark, and they say, "Before the next event, please visit Lady Valis at the Temple of the Five."
Why?
Well, the chariot that you created may not be suitable for the next race. She has an alternative for you.
And who from the Temple of the Five wants an audience?
Lady Valis?
Okay.
Oh, nice rolls.
There we go. And I got one saved in case of a rainy day.
I don't think I have a map for the Temple of Five, but it's a wonderful
Yeah.
temple.
Well, it just shows the town
It's
map.
pretty. It's got like 5 things in it.
Yeah, it's sure. Here's the town map. I don't know if everyone's on here. Yep, looks like everyone's on here.
Yeah, we all here.
Nope,
That
Saren.
works.
Where's Saren?
What am I?
Do you have a token, Saren?
Yeah, I have a token.
I don't see you. Oh, I do see you. Sorry. You're just that sneaky, Saren.
I don't know. He's hiding behind everyone else. Look at that. The rogue doing his job.
So you do you go to the Temple of the Five?
Yeah.
Okay.
See what they want.
And you all recall Lady Valis, and I don't know who was all here for this, but there was a meeting involved with Lady Valis, and this was when I was going to do some other mechanics, and you all tried to add your 2 cents to a chariot. So you come back to that same area where there is a pretty sorry looking chariot. It's basically the equivalent of, the little rascals making something, except there's duct tape and there's sort of fins hanging off of it, and whatever y'all tried to do is on this chariot. And she says, your performance at the Leaping Spires was commendable, but unfortunately for this next event, you are required to use a chariot. Now, I have had my apprentices and experts look at this one that we've worked on yesterday, and I'm afraid it is not worthy, unless, of course, you hope for a death trap. However, I have powerful influences in the city, and I have secured another option. But please, do not let me change your mind if you wish to use this chariot. And as she says it, even one of the wheels sort of lops sideways, and it tilts to one side, and some dust rises up from it. Well, like I said, not suitable. The chariot race takes place throughout the whole city, and there are many challenges along the way. You can have one driver and one, how do you say, saboteur. Remember, magic can be used, but some things are not as useful as others. For example, charming another racer does not work so well when you're in the heat of the race. So be mindful of the spells that you do decide to use. There are 4 of you. If you'd like, we can get 2 chariots for you, or if you want one, and you can place your other heroes in different sections of the city to help out your team. You will be the team fighting for the heroes of the Heartlands. There are competitors from all around Thylea, including Arisia, Mytros itself, Astoria, and Praxis, unfortunately. You know, Sidon's home temple. So, she then shows you... Let me see if I could just do a screenshot and throw this in Discord. Any questions for her right now?
No.
So this other chariot that you have lined up, where
I have
exactly?
several.
Who are they coming from?
Yes, well, I've had my artisans create them. I thought you might be a little better at creating chariots, but the tales that Kyrah tells is all about your deeds on the battlefield, not so much of racing chariots. So these were sort of a backup plan, and I'm glad that I had them. They are built by trusted advisors to those who are loyal to the Temple of the Five.
All right.
So if you look in the general Discord chat, there are 5 chariots to choose from. They all have a speed for just making your check, or you could try to put it into Overdrive, which requires like a check at the end to see if you fail the Overdrive check, then you have half of your lowest speed for the rest of the race. So it's a really precarious thing to do. But it says what the skill is, the AC of the cart, and the HP of the cart.
And then the driver would have to make the skill check, and the saboteur would be...
Correct.
Saboteur.
The driver makes the skill check, and we're also going to do sort of a little mechanic in the Temple of the Five arena that she has, just to develop proficiency in land vehicles, possibly, or fail it. We'll see. But you only have about an hour before the next the event starts, and so she is trying to give you no pun intended, but a crash course in chariot racing.
I think I could put my 2 cents in. Who is
You
proficient
mean your
with
2
light
drachma?
Yeah.
Not be
Excuse
accurate.
me.
Lepta.
My 2
And here's some mechanics to help you decide again. Sorry, K the dude, to cut you off.
Oh,
But
nice.
just to help you, there is overdrive, so you can try to move at a higher speed listed by putting your cart into overdrive. You make your skill check with advantage, but you also make a DC. This says luck check. I think that's an old D&D thing, right?
Yes.
So we'll just call it a DC 8 concentration. But I think that might move up as the race goes on. So it might be DC 8 at the beginning. There are 8 sections of the course. So at the end of each of your round, you can make attacks against opponents' chariots if their point total is 50. So all of this is based on points. So we're not actually using speed as in feet. It just sort of accumulates in points. And so whoever has the most points at the end is the winner of the race. You can cast spells, but if they require somatic or moving your body, then there's a 13 concentration check. But if it fails, that you still keep your spell slot. It's not lost. You could jump to another cart, a chariot. You could dangle from the side of a chariot and try to, jump back up onto it. I would even say that we could sort of build in ramming mechanics. Okay, K the dude, what were we going to say?
So who is proficient in land vehicles at the moment?
I don't think anybody.
I don't know if the Zark
Is there anybody who'd like to be? Because I'd like to take. Because I was thinking I'd like to be on the chariot as the saboteur, and maybe take take danger zone. Because we can get someone who's beefy, trained up. Since it's a low skill check, I can
you
pop
said-
people, and we can just continuously overdrive.
I think we should let Zark do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone could go with me, and I could pilot the Nimbus 5000 because I have an intelligence of 19.
That works.
How do you get kicked out?
Yeah, sorry, I had when I was disabling modules to figure out what the hell was going on, I disabled my main music module.
We
How
don't
dare
like you
you
no
throw
more.
us out.
Be gone.
The silence was getting to me.
Voices in my head start talking.
So you want to go with Nimbus 5000?
I think we're all in a mutual agreement.
Sure.
All right.
So
Dangerous one that works.
who wants to? So you'll drive. So we'll get you trained up with the proficiency, and then who's gonna be your co-pilot?
Maybe Zark should, so he can attack people.
All right, that works because he can pump out a lot of damage real quick, and he probably has some traps that he can lay down.
Did you
Yes,
want to,
that's-
Arachne? Because you also have ranged ability, and not everyone's going to be right next to you. So
Well, that's what I was thinking.
the rule of
but it
that
sounds-
is they have to be within 50 points to sort of attack them with the melee. But I would say probably 150 points by ranged weapon.
So we should have, that would make sense. The shooting at people. I guess we just throw obstacles at other opponents in the city.
And let me actually activate the scene where it has the track. So,
Oh,
does everyone
damn.
see that?
it's a race.
Yeah, so you're going to start up here at Mount Vulcan, and it is a rickety track that leads down the mountainside. You try to knock each other off, and King Acostus has some of his dragon-mounted centurions that catch fallen racers and stick you back up, but you lose some speed in that case. In section 2 here is the Temple of the Five, where you can try to gain the buffs of the spellcasters, the acolytes of the temple, that are pretty indiscriminate. They're just sort of casting spells, and so you might get guidance, resistance, shields of faith, bless, that kind of thing. Then you circle around the Temple of Sidon here, and there are jets of water that shoot out, possibly knocking you off of your chariots, requiring a dex save. You make your way down into Stygian Row, where you can possibly grab some things from the market. Rolling a d6, you can get a banana, a mushroom, air horn, or a coin to give you advantage.
From
What's that?
what that's from. I was like saying Mario Kart.
Yep. Then we roll around to number 5 here, the Temple of Lutheria, where they dump wine on you, and you have to try to stay unblinded from the wine. You roll up the hill on the other side of the lower districts into the Great Agora, where there are more stalls, red shell, blue shell, fire flower, star, spare tire, which restores 20 hit points to your chariot, and then a squid, which blinds everyone. And then you enter the Noble District up here, where there are colorful streamers that might get into your chariot wheels. And then finally at the end here, this is a huge leap. If you don't make this leap, your cart just like gets destroyed. But it's
Gets annihilated.
Yeah, it's a chariot skill check. So that land vehicle kind of check. What would that be? I guess it'd be Dex to control it. Unless you can you actually do just like a land vehicle check? Probably not. It probably uses Dex. And then yeah, you make your way all the way to the Colossus of Pythor, where it's the finish line, but it's not just who makes it. Well, it is who makes it, but it's who has the most points. Any questions on the overview?
Nah, seems all pretty self-explanatory to me, big man.
I would say the jump is the most important. So, what is your dex? What is your dex?
Well, it's only a Dex like 13 jump.
Can the Saboteur use help action in order to help with that?
Yeah, so anyone that, if you're on the cart, you can use the help action. If you can also place anybody in the party that's not on the cart in the map somewhere to help, or to hinder others, or to, so you guys could sort of set this up how you want, but 2 in the cart and I guess 2 in the city or along the track somehow.
I guess I would put Sark.
Yeah, that's
Sark.
what I was thinking. I was thinking that
Sark,
same thing.
Put Sark here. Make him hold onto some kind of ramp and just put himself under it so you guys can just launch very safely. Yeah, and then I'll put Sirens somewhere just to put traps or something, or just mess with people's carts, opponents' carts. That's about it.
Okay. I'll go ahead and just put Arachne and Solano Day on the board.
Yeah.
Okay, Valis.
Sounds good.
Valis says
All
this
right.
is a tough competition. It is one of the favorites of the great games and can be quite dangerous. Now, you will be representing the Heartlands, and like I said, all of your competitors are teamed up from their various regions. I cannot stress this enough, but they will likely not be kind. Okay.
That's fine.
They will spit on you.
I wasn't expecting them to be.
Solano Deo, you
Yes.
want to try to drive this chariot?
Yes.
Excellent. please come visit the Nimbus 5000. And she sort of shows you around it, and she says, not much to it, but you hop into here, and you grab the reins, and this is, what are they, I think they're horse-drawn, right?
Yep.
I was going to say, we can also have them be magically drawn by something else, but horses are good.
By
Horses are-
clouds, hence the Nimbus part.
There we go. Yeah, there's
And you gotta, that's why it's intelligent based, because you gotta know some meteorology on how clouds work.
I was gonna say, oh my god, what if they were driven by really fast Orains?
Yeah.
So it's a made of
No
cloud.
slavery. We're against it.
And it's like trademarked. You are secretly working for Coca-Cola.
I am forsaking my own race of people just to go fast.
All right. So she has you hop into the driver's seat, and she says, "We're
Okay.
just gonna do a little trot around, just so you can. You pull on this rein to turn right. You pull on this rein to turn left. And this is the easiest horse that responds very well. He's very well trained. Just see if you can go around and give me a dex.
The intelligence roll?
Yeah, we could do. Yeah, that sounds good. Intelligence.
Because the Nimbus says intelligence, right?
That's
yeah, it
right.
says intelligence on the sheet.
And I'm gonna lower the skill check right now because you're just going in a circle, so it's just a DC 10. Intelligence.
Awesome. Here we go, guys. Watch me mess this up.
You start flying away on the cloud, never come back on the ground.
Alright.
Here we
Nope, wrong one. Oh, intelligence.
You have to use your brain.
What if we used all of our brain?
Oh yeah, did I give you that bow?
That works.
Ah, yes. Very good, very good. You can tell how he's a bit stubborn around some corners, but with encouragement, he will go where you encourage him to go.
Okay.
Now, of course, this is not going to be a flat course. And she opens up this big sort of garage door section, and you see a few little jumps, like those little bars that horses have to jump over. And she says, okay, let us test your skills. When you want him to jump, you pull up on the reins. If you make noise, it is all the better to encourage him to lift his legs. Are you ready?
Yes.
Excellent. And this will be the normal DC 12 intelligence. Oh, wow, you are a natural. Very skilled, Solanode. I think that you can do a little bit more. Let's see if you can navigate around the obstacle course that we have set up for trainees. Are you ready?
Yes.
DC 15.
Nope, not ready.
Not quite ready. All right, she says, that's okay, that's okay. Your horse is pretty good, and perhaps he was not ready for that intelligence. Please, have you met the horse?
No, I have not met the horse.
Somebody name the horse.
Working on it. Working on it.
Let me name it.
His name. Okay.
Please, no.
No. His name is Abderus, which in Greek means, or in Thailand means, friend of Hercules.
Ah, excellent. Now that you have gotten to know the horse, and you go up and you sort of pet him, and your cloud-like nymph body, why don't you do a quick animal handling check? Let's see if
funny.
Abdulus.
I mean, it's wisdom.
Let's see if Abdulus likes you. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he sort of nuzzles up to you, and he says, "Okay, Solano Dale, try again. This time with advantage. We're gonna go DC 15. Intelligence."
All right.
Come on, you can do it. You got this. Yeah.
I can.
Ah yes, Abdulus. He likes
no.
you.
The other roll was a natural one.
I just like to imagine just like going through the obstacle course, the horse jumps in the air, flicking its long mane, and then he also Solano too is doing the same thing. Sun shining through his airy hair, flicking it in the air, all anime girl style. There's just like tears and sparkles everywhere.
It's the prelude to a beach. It's the prelude to a beach
To a
episode.
beach episode.
No, we don't talk
Yes.
about that. We don't talk about that.
Okay.
Keys.
Solano Deo, give yourself proficiency in land vehicles. It should be under your under your sheet under special traits, little cogwheel. Do you see it? I could do it for you if you'd like.
Let's see.
Oh, maybe it's not under there. Maybe it's under tool proficiencies. Sorry.
Dual proficiency.
Down at the bottom, there's a
Land vehicles.
now. Okay, great. Okay, heroes. I wish you luck. I wish the fates to be watching over you. And is there anything else I can do for you? It's been a busy week. There's been quite an influx of strangers and travelers through Mytros, and I don't know if you've heard about Taran Nerdagon, whatever I've been calling him. But he's very, very upset. It appears suspicion is that the Lady of Coins had tried to burglarize his estate yesterday during the commotion of the big games. Have you met Taran Nerdagon?
His estate was what?
Burglarized, or at least an attempt was made, and there's quite a bit of commotion at the Nerdagon estate, but you will be passing it on the chariot, and I'm sure he's got his guards up.
And you said that was by the Lady of Coins?
Well, there's rumor that the Lady of Coins wants to abolish the Minotaur slave market, and that I am not against. However, she has also been rumored to be stealing and causing all kind. I mean, she is the supposed leader of the biggest thieves guild in all of Mytros, and they are having a ball with this influx of newcomers who do not know to protect their pockets.
I have heard the Lady of Coins is a nice lady. It's a nice lady.
Have you?
Is it just Solano and Valis?
No, I would say that you all were there because everyone sort of tried to create a chariot a few days ago, and they didn't do so well. So she wanted to make sure that you guys were
We
set
had
up.
something.
Yeah. So yeah, you all sort of watched the horse and the whole mane with the sparkly anime kind of style stuff.
Oh, I was just gonna say Arachne is taking mental notes and kind of like honing in on the conversation as soon as the Lady of Coins was brought up.
Is she gonna pay us eventually?
It's like the scene in an anime where someone's eyes get close and they start looking around and moving their head.
It's like it's closed and they think about nothing. It's not
What
food.
do you say?
And forgive me, my apologies, but you have a new recruit.
Yep. Who?
A new recruit, Miss.
Me.
Yes,
Who?
are you now traveling with the heroes of the Heartlands?
Yes.
For the moment.
And were you prophesized by Versi?
Yes, the Oracle had give me some direction, and now here I am.
Fascinating. Does she, do you have your hood up? Does she see any?
I'm gonna say for now, unless it's like pertinent to the conversation that I'm a Medusa, I'm just gonna keep that hidden.
Okay. Valis, I'm just gonna do like a deception check. And I mean, she is the goddess of wisdom.
I got you.
But we'll see.
Damn, I should have Do I have?
You
I have
do.
Disguise Self if that counts for anything. I would
Yeah.
have had to cast it beforehand. Never mind.
Holy cow. Yeah, just do
Whack.
a deception check.
Oh, that's not gonna be good.
Lie to me. Well. Oh, that
Oh.
ain't bad. That ain't bad.
Oh.
And she sort of looks at you and she says, "Well, I wish you the best with this crew, and hopefully your names will be shared across Thylea for many generations, and winning the great games is no small feat. Perhaps, again, perhaps we can bring more light into the city and get rid of this Minotaur market."
We'll see it too.
All right, and as you guys start to head out,
Quick question.
Yeah.
Who is Lady Valis?
Lady Valis is the goddess of wisdom. She is known as one of the 5 gods that has been around for 500 years or more. She is married to King Acastus, who is not one of the 5 gods. And she is technically, you probably know all this, at least talking to your party, that she is sister to Kyrah.
Okay.
And if you haven't picked up on it, Kyrah is the goddess of wisdom.
I got you.
This joke that he's been doing
Oh.
for 20 years.
Yeah, this is all like gods walk amongst us type of stuff.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
I got you. I was like, oh, she's just down here, just vibing. I remember reading that in the thing.
Yeah, so Queen
Apparently,
Valis.
if you murder one, they just go to heaven. They can't come back.
So as y'all start to leave Solano Deo, you feel a little tug, a little gentle tap on your shoulder. She pulls you aside and she says, "Solano Deo, I must encourage you to exercise caution with that one." And she whispers, "She is a Medusa."
I just look at her and I like shake my head and I'm like, "Yup, they exist. They are people, and I treat them as people."
Okay. I have never met one that did not have ulterior motives.
There is a thing called deceit. Everybody is capable of deceit. I feel like Medusas are put in a bad light when it comes to deceit because of historical anecdotes. I do believe, however, that if you look too much into the past, you lose sight of what is in front of you, you hit the wall, and you fall over, and then you have an ow on your head. So, I'm going to let bygones be, and I'm going to appreciate and heed your caution. But this is the person that fate has given us to adventure with, and they are an equal, and they are also a person.
Yes, of course. Well, may the fates smile upon you on this day. Now, go. Race fast, be true, and treat Abdelis very well, and he will treat you well.
I boop her on the snoot, and then I walk out and get the horse and chariot ready.
All right, you make your way through the city. People are showering you with flowers and drink as you guide your horse and chariot up to the top of Mount Vulcan. And I think we're good for a 10-minute break.
Sounds good.
All right, get ready to race, y'all.
Yeah!
Deja vu.
All right, we'll see you at 35 after.
Sounds good.
Hey, are you? Can you see these carts that I'm throwing up on the black part of the map?
Let's see. Yeah, at the top there.
Yeah, like right over here. You can
Yeah,
see
I
those.
see 2 of them. Yeah.
Cool. I wasn't sure if that was in people's visual space or not. Oops.
Looking chariot.
Yeah, I'm still trying to, because obviously the carts have hit points and stuff, so I think that you attack the carts. Let's see. Yeah, you can attack against opponents' chariots if your point totals are within 50 of each other. So every racer gets 1 turn action plus bonus action if a chariot has half or fewer of its starting hit points. The racer makes chariot skill checks with disadvantage. So yeah, not necessarily attacking the drivers, but I would probably say that's not against the rules.
The good news, I have food and I'm back. And bad news, my yolk popped and I'm sad.
Bad news what?
My yolk popped and I'm sad.
Oh,
What?
yolk.
I know.
I know.
That's no yolk, man.
God damn
Meh,
it.
meh, meh, meh.
I was trying to
That's
figure
what
out
she
what
did
is
there.
you talk. Okay, well this was. Oh yeah, I tried to give her a bow earlier.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Arachne, you want the Bow of Cupidity?
I will take the bow of stupidity.
Okay. Well, it works either. It works either way. Love is dumb, blind.
Yeah.
I don't know how I can drag it or just trade it. I don't know. I know I can drag it, but I can't drag it to another person's sheets.
That's all right. I got it, and I'll just remove it from yours like that.
There
Bada
we
boom,
go.
bada bing.
Yay! You got a magic item now. Magic weapon.
It does require attunement. What is that? Like a 24-hour process?
Short rest.
Short
but
rest.
So
she
you,
still gets the.
And
She
we
still
took
gets.
a short rest, so I would have had it attuned at that point.
okay.
Yeah.
You
It
are
still works for
attuned.
you.
That works.
It has like one, but the +1's pretty good though. +1.
Yeah.
That is your 3 attuned items. You're attuned to the max.
Yeah. I'm
Got it.
maximum attune immunity.
Yep. Got what you needed.
All right. Are we ready?
Let the races begin.
You find yourselves, Solano Deo and Arachne, at the top of Mount Vulcan, overlooking the wonderful city of Mytros and all of its glory. You see the bay, you see the temples, you see the noble district, you see the crowd, and you even see the Colossus of Pythor, and on the other side there, the destroyed other side where the god Mytros once stood. It's quite the sight to see. You look down this rickety causeway that slopes back and forth down the hill. You see these magnificent dragons mounted by Acastus's soldiers, sort of hovering and flying about. And you hear a booming voice of King Acastus saying, "Citizens of Mytros, let Kyrah in honor of the goddess of music begin." And you hear some drumming and cheers. And let's get into a combat soundtrack if I have one, because that sounds better.
Tokyo Drift just starts playing.
Right. Hercules. We talked about Hercules. Wait. Yeah, we'll do that one. See if it plays.
But if the Tokyo Drift soundtrack starts playing, where's Han?
All
Dude,
right.
He's the goat of the series.
So only drivers make the initial skill check, and it really doesn't matter the order, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put probably just the carts. Oh, I don't know if that's going to allow you guys to do anything. How do I want to do this?
You know what's funny? Whenever I adjust the volume, it turns it off.
Oh, really?
I want to listen to Hercules, but Foundry's like, no!
Yeah, I think we'll do it by chariot here.
No.
So I'm going to just roll for all, because it really doesn't matter. Oh, no, if I change one of these... Oh, my gosh, let me just see if this is going to mess me up.
Absolutely.
Okay.
No, wait, it's not which. There is a way to tell which one you just gotta.
I,
Go up. So I guess you guys. Yeah, there's this. Well,
Sorry, you guys are getting choppy. What's going on?
okay. So from what the order is like, I guess the Nimbus goes last. I guess except 3 Fast and 3 Furious.
Yeah, so your opponents, you see as you look side to side before the race begins, you see this fellow driving the cart next to an Amazon warrior. They are both from Themis, the island of Themis. You see the next chariot, quite large in size, as it houses this centaur and this 6-armed Gigan warrior as the saboteur, the centaur, a horse man driving the horse cart, so it's quite large.
Hey guys, look, it's Allison Brie as an Amazon.
This one?
Why does the centaur look like he's got like something gross in his mouth?
Yeah,
looks
Can we
like
go back to that real quick?
Sure,
It just looks like he ate a lemon.
he's just
Look at that.
he's got some chew.
You know, it looks like he like took some like the monster equivalent of hay, and it's just like I need the energy to stay awake, but God, this sucks.
This looks like he's so sad and just like.
No, man's like I can't afford my rent. I gotta win this race, otherwise I'm sucking on lemons the rest of my life. Gosh, dang it.
It's like his girlfriend broke up with him before the race started.
He turns to you all, sort of commenting on him, and he says, "I work for Lord Sidon of Praxis, and we shall gain his honor." And he
that why
beats his
he
Looks
chest.
like you
a
work
little
for Lord Sour and really, really need something sweet. Grab a honey bun on your way through after we leave you in the dust.
bit. You look over, you see another Amazonian warrior and a gladiator-looking fella. Actually, both women, who are driving the
Oh,
Chariot of
woman.
Fire to represent Mytros. You see this Minotaur with a soldier representing
Ooh.
Aregia.
That looks like the paladin from the book.
You see a familiar face in a chariot right next to you. You see Kyrah of
Kyrah, wow.
of
Who
Astoria.
that?
Kyrah is a young lady from Astoria who was about to be sacrificed by Lutheria's sister Demetria in the Old Woods. And when they went to the Old Woods, full of satyrs and goatlings and such, Kyrah was there with her friends, and she was lost in the woods and wanted to save her friends. And so she ended up getting saved by the heroes. And I think you guys got a reward from her dad in in Astoria.
Yep.
Oh yeah, didn't he get that lightning javelin from the dad? It's like, here you go. Save my daughter, you get this lightning javelin.
And her saboteur, also representing Astoria, is Bobacles, this little small person, maybe 3 feet tall, who was locked in the back of a carriage in Astoria by the party after a night of drinking.
Yep. Bobacles is back.
Bobacles
yeah.
is back.
I remember that. That was our. Well, I keep forgetting what the movie is. The something.
The Hangover.
Yeah, we did the Hangover, but I didn't get drunk. Everyone else did weird things.
So Bobacles looks over to you, to Solano Deo, just you mainly, and he says, "Where's Greased Lightning? Tell him I'm not his lucky charm this time."
Greased Lightning is taking a nap right now.
It's like he's wearing he's like putting his like pickles on his eyes, is resting, getting his showing. Nah, he's just like just waiting over there, far away. For some reason, putting grease on himself.
And then I look at Bobacles and I say, Greased Lightning doesn't need luck because he is Greased Lightning.
All right, so here's how we're gonna do this. Just to get the initial order, so we know where everyone's at. The gates count down like bing, bing, bing. Red light, green, and everyone goes. So we're gonna do checks to initially, steer your cart in the right direction and start on the track. And then based on that turn order, we'll decide what happens in terms of interaction with carts. So, Solano Deo, you see the gates drop, and go ahead and give me that first. If you want to go into overdrive right away, you're welcome to, or if you want to do just your regular 40 speed with the DC 12 intelligence check, you could do that.
We'll do regular. Let's do regular speed. Start this off nice and good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo!
Nice. So you are getting your 40 speed movement. Let me just... Okay. Themis, you guys are the Heartlands. I'm going to update you to 40. Themis made their check. That's need for speed. And they happen to get 40 as well. So they are neck and neck with you. Praxis did not get their check on the first one. Mytros did. So Chariot of Fire gets their check with 40. And then Aresia, the Centaur, they get their check with 30. And Astoria, unfortunately, Bobocles and Corinna do not get their check, and so they... Oops. I should update these guys to be 0. Can I do 0 in the combat turn order? Yes, I can. And then Astoria gets 0 as well. Okay, there we go. So, at the start, we have Mytros, Themis, and the Heartlands. You are all vying for dominance on this rickety track. I'm going to go ahead and just use the turn order here, which has Mytros going first. And Mytros has this Amazonian warrior. Wait, let me just go back to my cheat sheet here. We have the ability to, in this first round, Mount Vulcan, the Coliseum of the Great Games with the crater of Mount Vulcan. There's a rickety causeway track that leads down the mountainside to the Temple District. You can make opposed strength checks to try to knock each other off their chariot. The loser of the opposed strength roll must make a DC 10 save or fall off the track, and then the dragons are there to bring you back. So the Amazon warrior is going to try to knock you off, probably Arachne, since, well, let me think of how the driver would be if she turned. I'm thinking she's on your left. So yeah, it would knock Arachne off if she won this. So we're going to do opposed strength.
And this is all on the same day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you asking for like rest stuff?
Yeah, I was thinking about port, but already used it, so that's
Gotcha.
fine.
Same day. So the opposed strength roll, I would say, would this be their chariot? No, probably the people, the driver, right?
I'd think the driver.
All right, I'm gonna do driver strength versus Arachne's strength to sort of hang on. Oh no. Yep, Arachne, you're fine. You guys feel a little bump as this chariot hits you. Might as well begin combat, and we'll go to the next one. Themis sees this kind of fighting. Themis is on the other side. You guys are, I'm going to put you right in the middle of them two, as Hatria, another Amazonian warrior, tries to knock you into the other side, possibly throwing Solano Deo out. Solano Deo, give me a strength check.
This should be fun.
Come on, baby, you got this.
Oh,
Yeah!
nice. Solano Deo, you
What?
hang on.
Alright.
And you two, you have the Chariot of Fire representing Mytros to your left. You have Themis, the Need for Speed, to your right. And you guys are in the middle, and you get to go, Mr. Arachne. Oh,
All right. So,
or both
I
of
know.
you. Yeah.
All right. We're in between two people right now, right?
You are. You have warriors to your left, warriors to your right. You're in the passenger seat.
Could I look to the Amazonian to my left and try and use Petrifying Gaze? Actually, the driver, actually. The driver.
Okay.
That is hilarious.
You sure can. So, yeah,
Oh,
thank
no.
you. So on a failure, so they have to do a DC 8 Constitution save.
Yeah, it may not work, but it's worth a shot.
That's
Just
worth
lock
a
them
shot.
out. Stun them.
Ooh.
They dare push us, we will almost turn them into stone.
Crash and
Oh,
No.
plenty.
Ah.
Plenty. As soon as you sort of turn your gaze that way, this driver focuses on the road, unable to penetrate their eyeballs. Anything else, Arachne? Do you have a bonus?
Why don't I? I'll use my bonus action for Ensnaring Strike and just hold concentration on that for now.
Okay. Remind me what that does.
Here, I'll put it in the chat.
Beautiful. Oh, okay. Great. So you concentrate on that, hoping your next attack hits. Sounds good. What about Solano Deo?
So what happens if I want to let's see, override.
Overdrive would be the choice you'd have to make at the beginning of the Kart skill check.
Okay, but now it's just whatever I want to do.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever you want to do.
I think. Oh my god. Okay. All right. So the flaming chariot of Mytros is to our left,
Mm-hmm.
and then who's to our right?
Need for Speed from Themis.
Okay. I'm gonna cast blindness, deafness on their driver.
And Themis?
Yeah, make him blind.
Yes. To win, we must blind our opponents.
He can't see where he's going.
Yeah, is there any check on that, or is he just blind?
I gotta make a con save, DC 15.
Alright, you already rolled your divine thing. You can't make
Am I-
him fail.
13? You said 15?
Yep.
All right, he's blind.
Yes.
There we go.
And
Pocket sand.
Solano just kind of looks to Arachne and says, "Watch this sit real quick." Turns around to Themis and waves a hand over his eyes, and says, "You might have a hard time figuring out where to go." And then snaps his fingers, and then this black aura surrounds his eyes. And then, have you seen have you seen the Wicker Man remake with Nicolas Cage? Oh, my eyes!
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I see.
I can't see where we're going. All right, and then Solano ends his turn.
Saren or Zark, do you want to do anything? Obviously, this is happening way far away from where you are, but if there's anything that you want to do, you're welcome to it.
Can't do it until I see where they're going, but
Yeah.
they plan where they were going to ride, so I might try to lay down some cow trips where the other opponents are going to go and
Ooh.
just like mess them up.
Well, I mean, the track is where everyone's going, so you're not sure if they're
Yeah,
going to be
so-
in first place or what.
That's why I have to wait till I know where they are.
Okay.
Then I throw the cow trips. Then I throw the cow.
So that's going to be a few rounds, so
So,
you
I
don't
have to
see
get in
anything
good
yet.
pos- So I wait for a good position to throw them. where
Okay.
It'll hit a lot of people.
Danger Zone is right behind y'all, and they see this sort of combating between y'all, and his name is Sai. He's from Aresia. He is going to try to stick a spear into probably the folks that are to your right, which I believe is Mytros folks. So I'm just going to have him attack their actual chariot, which hits, and their chariot takes 10 damage as the spear explodes in their spinning wheels as they go down the track. So their chariot is barely injured. And that is Sai's turn. His driver's probably driving. Yeah, I'm gonna leave him as a driver. I think that's probably what I'll do just to move things along. Is just give them the saboteur bit. Behind them, tied up with Astoria folks, we have these two large folks from Praxis. This is the Lord of Storms, Sidon's crew, and Duris here from Praxis. He's going to target that Danger Zone from Aresia, their cart, with he's going to use a javelin. He's a little bit far away, but within 50 feet, or within 50 points. So 22 will hit, and that cart takes 11 damage. Did I do that right? Yeah, okay. And then we have, last but not least, Bobacles hanging out in the Astoria cart, targeting the Praxis folks with. He's got a heavy crossbow. Bobacles. You naughty
came
boy.
prepared. Aw.
He missed. Yep.
He was not a good luck charm. He was not a good one.
All right, let's go back to. I think even though the turn order will sort of change based on who's in the lead, I think we'll just keep it that way. So go ahead and make, unless you want to go into overdrive, you can make your intelligence check, drivers.
You going for it, homie?
My driving check, right?
Yep.
Are you
Yeah.
into overdrive?
Yes, I'm gonna try overdrive.
Okay,
bet.
let me just pull that up again.
Okay.
Overdrive, you can move at higher speeds by putting your chariot into overdrive. You make a skill check with advantage, so your intelligence check with advantage. And then at the end, you're going to make, we'll call it like a DC 8 constitution. Or,
Okay.
yeah, like concentration. That's constitution, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
that sounds good.
Oh,
because Constitution works for luck. You know,
Woo!
that works.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So 15,
We're
you make your
flying.
check, which means you take your bigger number at 60. So you're at 100. And then if you...
Lightning goes behind now.
Good. Okay, Themis makes their check. They're at 80. Praxis makes their check. So they pop up to 50. Mytros will try to go into overdrive. Okay. So Mytros is going to pop up to 100. Aresia, they make their check. Oh wait, who is Themis? Sorry, I was going just based on my pre-generated numbers, but Themis automatically fails because he's blind. So Themis.
Yeah.
That's right. Themis gets dropped back down to 40.
Hit him with the mother loving pocket sand.
I like that your two tactics were trying to blind him.
Oh yeah, we didn't do a whole lot of trying to shove each
Listen.
other off the road, but that's fine.
If it works, it works.
So
Listen.
Mytros should
Yeah,
be at
I
100.
mean, Themis is blind right now, so
Yeah, he's probably runs off the road. I mean, either way, it's the same number. It just says you don't get any speed points. Astoria. Let's see. Is Kyrah brave enough to try to go into overdrive? I'm gonna just roll a d20 to see if she does it. 10 and up, she decides to push it. All right. She ends up getting her overdrive, which is 60 for Kyrah and Bobacles. Look at them catching up a little bit. And then lastly, we've got you guys should be at 100. Is that everyone? I think so. Okay. Mytros, Chariot of Fire, starts once again, and we are in round 2.
So that's stage 2.
Stage 2, that's right. So stage 2 is...
and I also made my Constitution saving throw as well,
Great.
or check.
Good.
So
Perfect.
Good.
So
Good.
you are entering the Temple of the Five. You see these acolytes all along the streets, and they're casting spells and trying to aid folks. So you're going to try to pull your chariot close enough to gain the benefits of a random cleric spell. So why don't we
Roll a
just do
D4.
that? Yeah, first roll a DC 12 dexterity or intelligence to drive the cart, whichever you prefer. All right.
Okay.
So now you
All
can
right.
roll a d4 to see which spell you get cast on you.
I imagine this is a video game now.
All right, you get Shield of Faith, a +2 bonus to your AC for the chariot for the rest of the race.
nice.
I'll go ahead and edit your chariot in Foundry. So you have an AC of 15 instead of 13 on your chariot. I think I should do that for everyone. Let's see. Artemisia, he's gonna fail, so he can't even get close. Priam, he is going to... What is his chariot? Priam is dexterity. Oh yeah, he gets close enough, so he's gonna do a d4.
Darn.
Yeah. And somebody help me out. That's a guidance at a d4 to an ability check. Okay, so I'm gonna give him just a little icon to represent some sort of boon he got. I like the heart one because it doesn't really affect anything. Okay, so he's got a d4. Somebody remind me of that later. And then we got Leyland. I believe she's running a strength cart. Makes it, and her boon is a bless, a d4 to attack rolls and saving throws for the rest of the race. My gosh, I think we can just sort of target her and bless her, right? Actually, I think that's, is this bless? That's mage armor. Who's got bless? Solano Deo, do you have bless?
At 3, so we got the Shield of Faith. +2 to AC for the rest of the race.
I'm gonna bless using Solano Deo as my person, but I'll take away your concentration so you don't have to worry about it. I just wanted to bless so that way. Doesn't that give her an icon or something?
Yeah, it's there. That's a.
Yeah,
It's,
he's got the
yeah,
plus icon.
Yeah, I see the plus icon.
Okay.
Oh, well, okay.
I had an animation, not the icon. That's okay.
Yeah, I saw the animation.
I'll try to remember. She is a badass for a good chunk. Anakitos is running a Chariot of Fire. Is that right? Yeah. Strength check. Anakitos is unable to direct his cart to the spells. And lastly, we're going to check Kyrah out on the same cart as y'all, running intelligence. She is unable to get any blessings as well. All right, and how about, did I do their checks already? I must have. Yes, we did that at the beginning. Good. It's going to be very difficult to keep track of all this. It'll be fun. Okay. Top of Mytros here, Michaela, as you guys are right next to Michaela and her friend Leyland, representing Mytros, and so they're going to target your chariot. And she's just going to chuck a javelin at it. Actually, ooh, she gets 2 sword attacks. She's right next to you. She's just going to slash at your chariot. The first one, an 18 hits, and your chariot takes 7 damage. There we go. Yep, and then the second time that she does it with the short sword, 20 hits for 6 damage. Not much damage, but good hits from her. So you see this Amazonian warrior reaching out, just trying to cut up your poor, but only barely injured chariot. And that is her turn. You guys get to respond.
I bet. So it was Mytros that just attacked us, right?
Yeah, you guys are neck and neck.
Alright. This is a dumb question, but I gotta ask. Does the chariot get a strength saving throw?
Sure. I mean, the chariot has stats.
It does.
Yeah.
I got an idea.
What's your idea? Let me know.
Well, my idea is to cast Guiding Bolt on the Chariot of Fire.
And then I can follow up with Ensnaring Strike.
With advantage.
And then it would just come up to if they can beat a DC 13. Or if the
Otherwise it's barely injured. I think I'm just gonna cast Toll the Dead on it. You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on it.
Alright, go ahead and do that, and I'll go ahead and see if I can smack. So why don't you go ahead and do that first?
Toll the Dead. You point at one creature you can see
Oh.
within range. So
Yeah,
you,
that's be alive.
yeah, if you want to save that spell slot, it's not a creature.
Oh no, it's a cantrip. I'll just do Firebolt instead.
Okay.
Do it to him.
DC 13.
Oh,
Oh no!
that's a miss.
You fly, shooting a firebolt next to you as it goes over through the alleyways of this district here.
Our cabbages.
I know. I feel like I should put.
My cabbages.
There's a.
All cabbage farmers must suffer. Oh,
I'm not a puppet. I'm a real boy.
I'm gonna pull your main map icon to indicate where you guys are here. We'll make this a little bigger so you can see it.
All right, bet. So I will follow up. So I got my snaring strike on dodge. We gonna go ahead and attack with that. So I'll use my new bow. And
Are you attacking the chariot?
I'm hitting the chariot specifically, hoping that I can catch it in the snaring strike.
Gotcha. All right, go ahead and hit that attack button. 18 is going to hit, so
Yes.
it needs to. Let me just go back up to ensnaring strike because I always forget. But is it just automatically ensnared?
No, it needs to beat a DC 13 strength save.
Okay.
And it also takes 8 damage from the previous attack.
Okay. Saves as it's going through, but takes 8 damage. All right, so
I'm
your
good.
arrow attacks it, and these vines sort of whip up to try to ensnare it, but you're flying through the streets, and this thing just plows through the vines, and they're unable to grasp it.
Darn it.
All right, is that your guys' turn?
Nope, because I still have a bonus action.
All right.
So I'm gonna cast Ensnaring Strike again.
Okay, as
What?
next time that you hit,
That's baller.
yeah.
No, because I still have attacks. I have
Oh.
multi-attack.
Well, damn. Keep going then.
That's what I'm gonna do, man. Blah. Skibbity boop bop.
13 hits the chariot.
Go.
Bow.
Yeah.
Oh, that hits, and then a what'd you say? Strength?
13.
Saving?
Yeah, 13 for a saving throw.
Oh no! It is considered grappled, restrained, not grappled, restrained. Which what does that mean? Becomes
think it
0. Oh my gosh!
They just fly.
Yeah, this vines just grapple this thing, and you see Leyland and Michaela just throw themselves forward, hitting their horse's rear end as they try to figure out what happens. Everyone else going around them, and the citizens just this big eruption in the crowd.
Shouldn't have attacked them.
Anything else?
No further tricks up my sleeve today.
Okay.
Unless I can figure something out to use the rope with. No.
No, you did good enough. You did pretty well.
So now that you're sort of in the lead, as the Chariot of Fire stops in its tracks, flies past danger zone as he approaches you, making you the target of their desire. You see Sai. Oh, he does have a martial attack. He's gonna just he's right next to you. Oh, I see. So he's just going to spear you into your chariot with an 18, doing 12 damage. Yeah. And we move up to Astoria here. She's right behind. She's sort of neck and neck with Danger Zone. I think Bobacles, he's got his mace and he's neck and neck with Danger Zone. He's gonna just go right after. I think he's gonna. You know what I'm gonna have him do? Because he's Bobacles and Bobacles is fucking awesome. He's gonna try to jump his little body onto the chariot of Danger Zone. So, acrobatics check from Bobacles here. He needs a 13 to jump. Oh no, Bobacles! He goes to jump and fails and ends up. Let's see if he could save instead of B. So it's a DC 10 to save. Oh my gosh, Bobacles.
Come on.
Oh no! Bobacles drops onto the track and his little body tumbles. He, for all intents and purposes, is considered unconscious, out of the race. Bobacles out. You see Kyrah just like look back as his little body tumbles in the sandy streets.
Him rolling away.
He like,
Praxis.
rolls away. He goes like, "Oh no!"
Praxis has this. What does he have? An extra blast, a D4 to attack rolls and saving throws for the rest of the race. I think so. Or was that this other one? I know two of them had something. Should have
Yep.
marked them. Okay,
Good
so
job.
but either way, Duris is within 50 points of you, so he could still. You guys are still neck and neck. He could still make melee attacks within 50 points. He is going to target you, Arachne, with
Oh, you bitch.
his short sword. He reaches over and plunges it towards you with a 25.
Believe it or not, that will hit.
And 10 damage. I'll go ahead and mark it on your sheet.
Alrighty.
And then lastly, Need for Speed. They are blinded. How long does that last, Solano Deo? Did he make a check to...
Blindness, deafness.
Yeah, is that just...
Yeah, how long are they blind?
Oh.
How long?
yeah, how
How
long
long
does
is
your
the
spell say?
range?
So it lasts 1 minute. At the end of
Oh.
its turn, it can make a con save.
At the end of his turn. Okay, I don't think... I mean, these guys are
DC
from...
15.
No, Hatria's not going to have it. She is the saboteur on this one. She sees that he is just running wildly and blinded, and she's just going to push him off and take over the steering herself.
Okay.
Wow.
She's an Amazonian warrior. She ain't putting up with it, so he is
She's a
considered-
boss ass bitch.
Yeah, she's a boss ass bitch.
They're kinda, this is why no one likes the Amazons.
All right. So, moving back to the top of the order, going back to our chariot checks.
Wow, we're all so us in the front. Like this is the front. Like we're in the front still, right?
Well, so because Mytros was
Or-
grappled, they won't make their check at all this round. If that makes sense. So they're getting 0 this round, but they don't lose points. So once we do these checks, you'll probably be in the front, I'm assuming.
Okay.
So why don't we go ahead? I'll just do this in turn order style. So Chariot of Fire doesn't get theirs. Heartlands, if you want to go in the Overdrive, or you can make your regular check.
Regular check. We'll play it safe this round.
All right.
Yeah.
We need a DC 12 intelligence. Okay, that's a 0 for your speed. You stay at 100.
That sucks.
Danger Zone and Akitos. Oh yeah, I put these Aregia. He makes his check, gaining 30. Then we have Astoria. She does not make her check that round, so she stays at 60. Praxis, they do not make their check, so they stay at 50. And then Need for Speed, Themis. Oh yeah, Themis.
Only one driver now.
That's right. So I might have to roll for her because all my rolls were based on the other driver. So Themis is my dexterity, and see, She does make her check, so she takes the 40. Oh wait, but Mytros was the one that was grappled, not Themis. Themis was blind, so they will take their 40 since she shoves him off. Okay, Themis jumping up. So that really doesn't make sense to me. Tell you what, it's because it doesn't make sense to me, and with that grappling of the Chariot of Fire, I'm just going to subtract 20 from them. I wasn't going to subtract points, but it doesn't make sense that they'd be still tied after the vines. Okay. And then we go back. So you are in the lead. You have Danger Zone from Aregia right behind you. Shortly behind them, I mean, you are all... Every single combatant is still neck and neck and within melee range. You're all 50 points within one another. We lost some drivers there. We are into round 3 or section 3, which is the Temple of Sidon. Racers round the Temple of Sidon, where water jets spray intermittent streams across the road that can knock them off the chariots. In addition to the normal skill checks, you must all make a Dexterity 10 saving throw to stay in your chariot, or a failure, you fall off and gain only half of your minimum speed. So, drivers are making a DC 10 Dexterity saving throw. Hatria succeeds. Solano Deo succeeds.
Woo! That's what we're working with, Papa.
Praxis folks succeed. Mytros, are they still grappled?
I think they figured.
They have to make another check when it's their turn.
What's the check? Because
DC, it's the same thing. Save DC 13.
I guess they just
strength.
hit it.
Yep.
So they just have to rip it off.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
they ripped it off.
they blasted it. But then I didn't do her, so now they gotta. So they make it around to do their Dexterity save with the water. I think everyone's doing fine with the water thing. As I come on, Kyrah, you've got this. Oh no! Kyrah flies off of her chariot, and she can only gain half of her minimum speed for the next round. So that's if she makes her check. I'm just gonna mark that in my spreadsheet here. Okay. Heartlanders, you can choose to do another round of sabotaging and whatnot. You are up. You're in the lead as these water jets shoot out, and you see most of the folks behind you are able to hang on.
All right. Could I use my tinderbox to light an arrow on fire and shoot it at one of their wheels to kind of see if I can burn through their carriage?
Interesting. I mean, it's pretty tough. So you're trying to get out of tinderbox. The road is bumpy. You're in a sort of open chariot. I'm gonna say that's a dexterity check to try to I don't know if you've ever tried to light a match while on a bumpy road, but I would imagine it's a little tricky. And then to hold it to your flaming arrow, let's call it a DC.
I know it's difficult, but you know what? It is possible.
It is possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. You could certainly try, as they say. Yeah, let's call it a 17. So DC 17 dexterity check, straight dex check, to see if you can just light your arrow while all these jets and stuff are going off around you. Yeah, as you bring out the tinderbox and the jet just flies right into your face, and your whole tinderbox gets shot out of your hands, and you almost fall off the cart, but you're able to hang on. So unfortunately, no for the lighting of the arrow.
Lighter's gone. Or you can smoke them out.
Yeah, I think we'll call that your action. We got plenty of rounds to go. Solano Deo, do you want to do anything?
All right.
Yeah, actually.
I guess
so.
I'll try and okie doke.
Unless you have a bonus.
The only thing I could do right now that could help. No, never mind. I'm good.
All right. Solano Dale?
I'm gonna end concentration on the blind on Themis because he got pushed off the cart.
Yes. Well, Themis is the Artemisia got pushed off the cart. Yes.
And now who's driving that cart? Themis?
Themis is the island that they're from. Hatria.
Oh, okay.
Hatria is the Amazonian warrior that is from the island of Themis, which, by the
And-
way, Arachne, you hear Themis a lot, and it means something to you.
If it does, or
Oh,
it does mean something.
It
to me.
does. You've heard of I think it's the island of Themis. There's so many islands, but I'm pretty sure that's the one that has some significance to your story.
All right.
But anyway, Solano Dale, what were you? So yes, the driver Artemisia was blinded and booted, and Hatria is currently driving Need for Speed, the chariot that represents the island of Themis.
And who's next to us?
Next to you, or right, sort of right. I mean, you could reach everyone within a melee reach if you wanted to attack, but the folks that are next to you is Danger Zone from Aregia, which is this big old minotaur here, and then Chariot of Fire from Mytros, which is right above them.
Okay. So I end concentration on that spell.
Yep.
But I'm going to use my racial spell of Fairy Fire. Now I'm going to target as many of their ships and people as their chariots and people as I can in a 20-foot cube.
Oh yeah, I mean, because we're saying within 50 points, everyone's still within melee range, then you sort of can just throw this spell behind you, and they all fly right through it.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll cast Fairy Fire then.
Okay.
Let's do the spell.
I think I can.
So it is a 20-foot cube, and they have to make a dexterity saving throw to get out of the way of the cube, which I'm going to argue that the riders and as well as their passengers would have disadvantage. This is just me arguing. You don't have to agree with me or not.
Okay.
Because they're stuck in the chariot, they cannot move out of the way of the spell.
And it's a 20-foot cube. I would imagine that takes up sort of the whole street, especially because you're in this area around the Temple of Sidon.
Oh, so would they?
So they're pretty much forced to go through it, but
Oh my God! Okay.
So you just highlight the chariots.
Make
for
them
you.
yeah,
great.
I'm imagining
That's
if
great.
we're talking about Mario Kart, it's like the bomb thing that goes off, except
Yeah.
instead of being able to go around it or break, maybe they could break. But they're all so close that if you just sort of tossed it behind you, then they're all forced to go through it.
Okay. That sounds good.
So they don't know much about it, so they just see this big blast of, colorful energy, and suddenly they're glowing. What color are they glowing?
They're going to be glowing like a bright, shimmering, sparkly pink. Because it's an obnoxious color.
There you go. Everyone's pink except for you guys. Can you throw Fairy
awesome.
Fire into the chat there? Just so I
Oh,
can
yeah.
be reminded that's
Yep. That's not super is on, but makes it.
so yeah, each object is outlined, any creature, blah blah blah. So, the saving throw is to try to avoid the 20-foot cube, I see. Yep, they're going right through it.
Yeah. Well, that makes it easier for me then.
Any attack roll against them has advantage, and they can't benefit from being invisible. Okay.
Yeah. I almost cast Spirit Guardians, but Spirit Guardians doesn't like really move, so they would just be like stuck behind us on this cart,
Yeah.
and they would never be able to catch up. And I was like, oh, I'll try Fairy Fire.
Just imagine you just put them all in there. You give him like a gun, like.
Yep. Oh, that's it
So-
for Solano. That's it for Solano then. After he casts Fairy Fire.
Man,
Sai.
Hellzone Grenade be different in D&D.
Oh, there is a way. It's just very hard. You have to use science. You have to use thing.
Sai attacks your cart
Science.
once again with his spear. And a 12 does not hit. Sai is slacking. I think these guys are gonna try to knock off. Let's see, Mytros. They were to your right a while back, so I think they'd still probably be to your right. So if they knock into you, they would try to knock off Solano Deo. So we're gonna do opposed strength from Leland. Is that how we're doing it? From driver to driver?
So I have,
Yeah.
to, make I have to make a strength check.
Yeah. So it's
Okay.
him driving his
You gotta
cart
beat
into
a
yours.
21.
Yeah, you got to beat a 21 to stay in the driver's seat, and then if you
I
don't,
need a natural 20 to beat this, guys.
you might.
Let's do it. Yeah, you can do it. Roll a 20.
Oh.
As the cart rams into you, you feel your body fly, and luckily you need to give me a DC 10 dexterity save to hang on to the side of the cart. Oh,
Yeah.
there's your 20. Well, sort of.
There we go.
There's my 19.
So you are thrown from your driver's seat and are hanging on the side as your feet drag along the dusty streets.
Arachne, do the thing.
Themis
Ah,
is up. They are neck and neck with the folks that just rammed you. So Hatria is going to try to Mytros. She's going to try to target Mytros's chariot by short sword as much as she can while still driving. Oh, damn! That's critical damage, which is 15 against their chariot. Astoria, Kyrah, sort of hanging out in the back. She's ahead of Praxis, but just barely. She'll probably be close enough for Need for Speed. She's just gonna be an awesome driver. I think she's gonna try to throw Hatria, the single rider versus single rider, and we're gonna do opposed strength from Kyrah. Oh
Go
no.
on. Is that the girl or the Amazon? Is that the girl?
It's Kyrina's the girl, and Hatria is strong, way stronger than Kyrina. So
Aw.
you see these two sort of battle it out with their chariots, and this Amazonian definitely stares down this little. I mean, she's like a 19-year-old girl, so
Oh, poor
She's-
Kyrah.
yeah, she's got a fierceness about her though. And then lastly, Duras here, the Gigan. He is going to probably target poor Kyrina's cart because she's right there. He's got a. We'll use a short Chariots javelin. Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. Poor Kyrina's cart takes another 14. Okay. Let's go back to our checks. So you are not in the driver's seat. Let me see if we have something. Oh, it says if you want to pull yourself up. Let's see. Racers who dangle are considered prone. At the start of each of their subsequent turns, they can try to do a DC 10 strength check to get back into the chariot. So let's see if you can get back in with a DC 10 to try to drive this chariot, Solano Dale.
I help.
Alright.
Is my decision right now to either help him or get in the driver's seat?
If you want that to be your decision,
And that's a strength check to get back in, correct? And it's got to be DC 10.
yeah, he could help you, or she could help you, or she can just take over the reins. It's up to you, Arachne.
And I'll lend a help, so that way he can get his butt back in the driver's seat.
And he's still unable to.
Are you-
so-
Are you
Shit.
kidding me?
I rolled a 2 and a fucking 8.
All right, so you try to bring up, and you see Arachne's hand there trying to guide you, and And yeah, you are still dangling from the side.
That's some bullshit.
That is. So Arachne, do you want to try to navigate this with a intelligence check to steer the reins? You watched him control the horses. You might know a little bit, but you don't have that proficiency.
I'm gonna have to give it a try. I mean, worst case scenario, we don't move.
That's right.
Yeah.
So a DC 12 intelligence check.
All right. I bereave.
Yeah.
All right. So you are able to get your 40 points. So let me add that, bringing you to 140. Then we've got Danger Zone. Anakitos. Where is he at? Gosh, Aregia. Oh yeah, he makes almost all of his checks, so he is gonna get 30 added. We've got Mytros, who does not make their check this round. Actually, let's see. I think you might want to try to go into Overdrive. Okay. They are going to take their bonus speed. So Chariot of Fire Mytros, handled by Leyland, the female warrior, gets another 60 points added to the score. So that brings her to 140. Themis does not make their check, and their points stay the same. And then Kyrah down there does. Oh, she makes half her speed because something happened to her last round. Forget what it was. Does anyone
Yeah, now
remember?
the poor thing. She's Kareen.
Kyrah, yeah, she had.
Yeah, she's been knocked around by a couple people. I think it was more so that her chariot was attacked
That's
than her.
well, something I forgot, but I made a note of it. So she takes 20 points, and then Praxis. Yeah, Praxis is gonna go into Overdrive as well. And makes their check. So Praxis is gonna get their, what is that for? 80. Nice. So you see them pull ahead. Plus he's got that damn bless thing I forget about. So that brings up to 130 for Praxis. And I already did okay. Wow. So now as you come around the bend here, moving down the slope into the Stygian Row district. Since Saren, if you wanted, I'll let you sort of play both of these since these paths cross both ways. So you see they are neck and neck, sort of coming up tied with the folks of Mytros, this gladiator-looking folks, and some Amazonian warrior. And so they're sort of neck and neck. So I don't know that caltrips will work. Is there anything else you wanted to try while they pass you?
I see them ahead, right?
Yeah, you see them coming down like this slope, and you see that they are basically tied with the folks from Mytros, the Chariot of Fire.
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
I got this rope, so I'm going to tie it.
Yeah.
And just tie it real good.
Okay, across the track.
Yeah, and just like try to catch a person or two on it. So it's like run,
Okay.
Use my action to dash and tie things up. It's like and dashing to the other side.
So
and I
you're gonna
go-
let the first folks sort of pass through, and then you're gonna make it taut. Is that?
Yeah, I'm going to make a rope line, and then this really fast, so I don't get hit by the chariots.
Okay. I will assume that you can catch probably the last four, but not the first two since they're so tied. But then as those two pass, the rest right on their heels, you pull the line taut. And let's do like just, what do you guys think? Like DC, I'm thinking Dex to just get the horse and the carriage to sort of navigate the rope.
Yeah, I'd say a Dex because
yeah,
they're
that's
trying
fair.
to dodge out of the way.
Yeah. How hard do you think it is to dodge a taut line like a tripwire when you've got a horse with 4 legs and a chariot with big wheels? I'm feeling like
I'd say
go ahead. What's your
15.
think 15? I was thinking lower. Why don't we go 13? We'll say 13. So
13 works.
we're gonna do this guy is going to do his dexterity. We'll do a save of 13. Oh no, he fails. I'll make this easy and just do like a subtracting. I'll say that he can only get half of his lower speed next round. So where are you, Praxis? We're on round, oh my gosh, I think I'm 1, 2, 3. This is round 4, so we'll say, oh, so I already gave it to him since he's coming up on round 4, but we will just subtract it because here he is. Okay. So he had 80 because he went into overdrive, but because he's going so fast, he unfortunately loses 40 points of that overdrive because of that, which messes up my order here. So we had danger zone that was still gonna do the dexterity save. What did we say? 13. Man, gosh, these guys. Okay, danger zone. Did they? They were a Regia, and they did get 30, so they're gonna lose 15 of that 30. Get
Y'all
half.
can't see it right now. I'm Millie rocking.
Yeah, I told you I was going to sabotage people. I told you.
Listen, ropes, the goat. I'm gonna make ropes. We gonna be the rope gang instead of chain gang, rope gang.
Hatria, with her single driver, is able to navigate it. And then we have Corinna. Unfortunately, we'll see what she does here. Oh, she's fine. She's fine. Okay, so you got a couple of them. It slowed them down a bit. And they make their way to Stygian Row. And we are at... Okay, racers navigate the narrow lanes between the grimy market stalls of Stygian Row. A racer can grab and use an item from a stall if they like. So...
I would.
I like
Yeah.
see what we can do.
Let's do it in turn order here. So Mytros, they are at the top of the order. I'm just going to have it be the Saboteur who rolls the D6. She gets an air horn. Who is that? Mytros? Make a note of that. Air horn. Then if you guys want to roll a D6, I'm just going to say only one of you. Let's see. A racer can grab. Actually, we'll say 2. It does say a racer.
Yep.
Alright, I'll go ahead and roll the first one.
Okay.
Ooh,
I got
alright.
one, which I believe is a banana.
You got a banana.
Yeah,
You can
banana.
you can make it so the person behind you must make a dexterity save or lose half of their minimum speed.
Banana.
You want me to roll the second one?
Yeah, if you want. You probably want to grab something. All right, you get a coin. You get advantage on your next chariot skill check.
Nice.
Hey.
What you're going to use it on?
A Regia. We're going to make Sai roll the d6 here. He gets a mushroom. Add 10 points to his boost. I'm just going to give that to him right now. It's still lower
Straight up
than...
Mario Kart. I like it.
Duris, the Gigan, I'm going to say he gets 2 things because he's got 6 fucking arms.
Mytros Kart.
Yeah.
That's fair.
2
That's
6s.
fair.
Look at that. So he gets the next 2 things are at advantage. I'm going to somehow mark them, give them some love. These guys have lots of love going on. And then Hatria, I thought I already did hers. Nope, I did Mytros. So Hatria with her d6. She also gets a mushroom, adding 10 points to her speed, bringing her to 90. Rocking it out without that blind Dumbo. And then Corinna finally also getting a little boost to her speed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Mytros and the Nimbus 5000. You guys are neck and neck as you get through the or navigate through Stygian Row. As Mytros, they're gonna probably target you. They're actually gonna try. Oh wait, we have Solano Deo hanging off the side. I forgot that's still happening.
Yeah.
He's gotta help.
He's got a coin.
I gotta make this fucking strength check.
Wait,
can I use
did
the coin
we-
on this?
Hold on, I forget where we're at here. So we did all the checks for stage 4, and then we did the D6s for stage 4. But oh yeah, because that check was where Arachne had to take the steering wheel. So we're still in that stage. So if this is where we go into attacks. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
So you're still hanging off the side as Chariot of Fire and Michaela targets your Chariot with another Javelin attack and gets a 20, which hits, and 6 damage. You are down to 44 damage, or 44 hit points.
Oh boy.
You guys are up. Solano Deo, if you want to use your Strength DC 10 to get back into the cart, you're welcome to. Or you could do something else.
Oh, okay.
You're hanging off the side. It's probably going to be with disadvantage, especially if it requires somatic. And you're concentrating on something, aren't you?
They're all fairy fired, so I mean, I'm gonna get back up onto the cart.
Okay.
So I don't get messed with. Can I use the coin to get advantage on this?
You can.
Okay,
Roll
let's
it.
do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that shit.
Whoop, whoop.
So you
All
kick up off the ground. You do one of those little flip deals,
Ooh.
and you pop in right next to Arachne there, who's sort of gingerly handling the reins, like she doesn't know what she's doing exactly.
And that takes up my turn, right?
I would say so. Yeah, I mean that was
Okay.
you were dangling from the side, and
Sounds good.
what about you, Arachne? Arachne?
Rockney.
Arachne, aye.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. They cut out.
Yeah,
Might
he,
be muted.
he might be muted.
No, I don't see mute on this thing. I don't know. Never heard him leave.
I thought when he was talking earlier, it might have sounded like his.
I thought I'm doing it.
There we go.
All right. So
You're-
would it be action to?
Oh,
Oh.
Oh,
What the?
internet. Oh, did someone post?
Oh, hello.
No, that was Alistair. That was Alistair.
Oh,
Hello?
Mike must be watching our game because he posted in the chat. That's funny.
I think he's
Yeah.
watching.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Okay, okay.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hello.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So can I? Is it an action to hand the reins off to
No.
the
No,
homie?
you-
I'm
yeah,
gonna hand the
yeah.
reins off to homie and be like, listen, I've done some riding in my time, you know. Lady has her needs. You take this. I'm done with that. I'm gonna go shoot at them.
I don't know how your needs have to do with driving this thing, but here we are.
But here we are. Now let them fly. All right. Let's see who's kind of looking a little sussy. Mytros. I got some beef with them. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use Zephyr Strike at 2nd level.
Okay.
And I know it won't speed the cart up, but some extra damage does not hurt. And I posted it in the chat.
Excellent. You move like the wind. So yeah, you don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Nay, nay.
And you
So
get advantage on an attack roll on your turn. That sounds great. And if it hits, then you get extra damage. Wow, look at you.
I know I'm using my brain. My wife would be proud.
She
We'll go ahead.
no, no
We'll use a
comments.
short bow.
And you're
Attack,
attacking
and that's
the
advantage.
chariot.
Yeah, the Chariot of Fire.
All right, you attack the chariot of
I'm
fire.
attacking the chariot itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
sorry.
AC
The
13.
Gotta right click on it. Yeah.
And
That
boom.
hits. Let's see that damage.
All right.
Your arrow flies true, hitting the spokes, and they take a little bump from the damage of 16.
All right, and then I'm gonna fire another one. There's already advantage because of fairy fire. I just realized.
Oh yeah.
So, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom.
That flies true. Oh my gosh, their chariot is looking pretty worse for wear. It's starting to wobble, and they are having a hard time.
All right, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. And Solano Deo, you were all set, right?
Yep.
All right. Sai here, he is within 50 points of y'all. He's going to target your chariot once again. He thinks that you are the ones to beat. And, oh, it misses. A spear flies by you through the streets, unfortunately hitting a small pedestrian. Does someone want to describe that pedestrian in the streets of Stygian Row?
It is a shorter man who's just walking along with a cart of cabbages, and as he looks over, he sees that he's about to get hit and ducks by the cart, and the thing goes clean through a bunch of his produce. And he looks up and he looks at his torn produce.
Do you want me to do the voice? The Avatar The Last Airbender voice? No, not my cabbages!
All right. So I gotta get reoriented here. So Duris, he's got some. I forget what I gave him. He's got
Huge iron spear. Wish as he looks at his now slain produce.
He's got advantage on this attack. That's why I have him as hearted, and he is going after Danger Zone, who is barely injured with this huge Minotaur, and I think the Gigan would probably go after the Minotaur this time, trying to throw a javelin at him with advantage to fuck with Minotaur's day here. Oops, that's not advantage. Oh, either way it hits him, and we'll do damage. 14 damage. That's not gonna do much for the Minotaur. Okay. I think I'm just gonna retcon that and do the same damage to the chariot because it makes more sense in this game. So that will relieve him of his hearts there, as he had advantage. And is his turn. Hatria here, hanging out in the back. She is going to... Who is she by? She's sort of in front of Kyrah there. She's by these two big dudes, and so she's probably not going to ram them. She's just going to attack their cart with... she's got a multi-attack, so she's going to do a couple of... she's got some javelins. While she's driving, she's going to throw these javelins at their cart. 24 will hit for 8 damage. Again, she's a little bit low for damage. Next one is a 23, which hits for 7 damage. So you see in the back, or maybe you hear the hollering of this Gigan and this Centaur as their chariot gets damaged a little bit. And then finally, Kyrah, realizing that she wasn't super skilled at trying to run Hatria off the road, she instead takes her longbow, setting the reins down temporarily in order to attack the chariot of Hatria. And a 13 does make it for 7 damage. All right. Now, we round the bend, getting back towards Saren there and towards the Temple of Lutheria. You guys know it well. You went there and killed a bunch of folks. And we'll just go in turn order here. So Mytros, is making their check, and they'll take an extra 40, bringing them to 180. Nimbus, we need to see if Solano Deo can get in that chariot with the help of a rock. Oh, wait, no, you got in.
I made
He's
it.
already in,
Yeah.
he's
That's
already in.
right.
He got a nat 20. He got that butt in.
All right.
I
I'll
would
get
like
you-
to.
Oh,
So
Arachne, go ahead.
Banana.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was just about to say. The banana.
Banana.
So hold the banana for when we go into the combat round. We need to do the chariot checks first.
Okay.
So
Solano, do your thing, homie.
yep, you could go into overdrive, or you can, or you can just do an intelligence 12.
Overdrive.
Oh, be careful with it, homie. You got this. I believe in you.
Are you doing
I
Is
overdrive?
believe-
that like is that like the Halo voice, like double kill, overdrive?
So as a
bananas.
reminder,
Yeah.
oh, you didn't do overdrive.
Yeah,
Wait, was that overdrive or no?
overdrive.
That was overdrive.
As Macho Man Randy Savage never said, "Oh yeah, we're about
So-
to take it into overdrive."
Just to clarify, though, you said overdrive, and that would give you your skill check with advantage, and your skill check was a normal check.
Oh, I forgot about the advantage part.
Well, it worked either way.
being
It
for
worked
reals.
either way, so you were going into advantage. So, I need a.
Glad it's got advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
So at this point in the race, the luck check, the concentration check, is now a DC 10. So instead of 8, it goes up to 10. So if you want to make that now, or you can make it at the end of your turn. But either way, you'll get your full bonus for. Okay.
Oh,
Damn it.
God.
So you get your 60 this round.
Oh shit. Okay.
But unfortunately, with the way the overdrive works, is that your speed is halved for the rest of the race.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all right. That's all right. Listen, we can if we blow out Mytros, then we can comfortably coast the rest of this if we. meet the
Just
rest
wait.
of it.
I have an idea for my turn.
All right, go
Um,
ahead. I believe in you, Papi Chulo. Dale duro.
So
When we get to combat, I
Aresia
have an idea.
makes their check. Praxis. Praxis does not make their check. Themis. They do make their check this round. They haven't done it in a while. So they're going to get up to 130. And then we've got Astoria, and she does not make her check this round. She's so far behind. Let's roll some dice, Astoria. Oh, I already have it. That would just put you into overdrive. Let me give you, see if she, yeah, she makes the luck check, so she gets her overdrive, which isn't much. No, she takes the 60, so she's still pretty far behind. Okay. So you make your way around to the Temple of Lutheria, where beautiful followers of Lutheria are standing on the rooftops above the streets, preparing to dump wine on racers passing by. Everyone needs to give me a Dexterity 13 Dexterity save. On a failure, you're temporarily blinded, but at the end of the round, you can... Wait, on a failure, they're temporarily blinded at the end of the round and can only gain half their normal speed. So
This is God punishing me for casting fairy fire on everybody.
Oh God.
Well, don't worry. I have a bottle of wine. I'm going to throw it at someone.
Nice. Don't throw it at me.
What blam?
So on a failure, you're temporarily blinded and can only gain half your normal speed. So this round, yeah, we did that last time where it actually affects this round. So you're gonna lose 30 there.
So
buddy.
we're only going 30 feet.
Yeah, instead of the 60. So I'm gonna.
So we're going to be at 170 if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and remember it's sort of points, not no. Oh wait, where are you? Heartlands. I had you at 140. No, 100. Oh, you should be at 180. I don't know why it says 140. What did you have?
So before we had 140.
Right. and then you would have gained 60 for Overdrive, which would have
Yeah.
put you at
200.
200, and then you're subtracting 30, so 170. We got it. We got
Bottom.
it. That's what
Bing,
my,
bing,
that's what
bong,
my
bing,
spreadsheet's
bing, bing.
for. Okay, let's do dexterity saves for everyone, and it was a 13, is that right? Yeah.
Yes.
Save for Hatria. She fails. Did she have... Gosh, Demas. She did make her check, so she loses 20 points this round too, bringing her back to 110. We'll do Priam as a dex save. He passes, no worries. Leyland does her dex save. She fails. Chariot of Fire. Mytros, did you get... Mytros did get points this round, so she is... they're taking a minus 20 to their situation, which puts them at 160. And Anikitos does his dex save. Passes. And lastly, Karina, who passes. Okay. As you make your way around this bend, we have Saren hanging out there. And you guys are in the lead, actually. The heroes of the Heartlands, despite Solano Deo dangling from the side throughout almost all of Stygian Row, is back in the saddle. Back in the saddle again. And you are tailed very closely by the favorites in this race, which is the Chariot of Fire, represented by Mytros, closely behind Danger Zone. Before we go into combat, Solano Deo or Saren, is there anything you want to do?
I got an idea.
Yeah.
I see how they've damaged that Chariot of Fire, so it's like, he gets out this bow, and it's like, this might work. And
Okay.
it's just like,
You just
aims the
want to
bow.
shoot an arrow at this chariot coming your way?
Yep, I'm hidden. I'm going to sneak attack of Chariot.
Sure, there's plenty of crowded people around. There's stuff flying everywhere, wine flying from the streets.
And they're highlighted for me too.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about,
Yeah,
baby.
that's going to hit
Yeah.
7
Okay, then I-
damage.
Nope.
And that sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Another
Yeah.
7 damage. This chariot just gets knocked. Pew, pew. I guess just one skillful shot, and you see it sort of bump and rickety, and now it's like doing this weird wobble thing that everybody knows that this chariot is on its last legs, but it's still running.
Well, that was enough for me. I just go back into the crowd. My work here is done.
All right, Solano Deo and Arachne, you guys are up for your battle positions.
I'm blinded.
All right. Yeah.
You're what?
I'm blinded. Remember, I failed my save.
Yeah, so Arachne can
Blinded
always...
for 1 round.
All right, you
Yes.
are blinded.
Is there anything you can do that doesn't require sight?
Nope.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
All right.
So wait, was that
So-
for the chariot or was that for individual? Arachne, did you pass that blind test?
Yeah, I passed it
Okay.
with the 15,
Okay.
and the wording says racer.
I rolled a 5.
That's right. Well, I also want to sort of, since we're at the top of this round, I'm wondering about time since it is the end of our
Yeah.
normal time. How's everyone
Oh, yeah.
feeling? Does everyone need to go?
I don't got anywhere to go for like 30 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, and
We
the,
can-
the thing is, it's not going to finish this race in 30 minutes. So I think,
Let's wrap it up next session then.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
we have at least another hour of just the race. So we'll pause here since we're at the top of this round. I'm going to just type a chat in here that we've done the checks for this round. So we are at top of battle options for round 5.
Yeah, this was a pretty fun race. This was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's been bananas. It's been bananas.
I
Like the one we're about to throw.
We
Oh
never
yeah,
put that
that's
name.
right. You have a banana, and yeah, someone in Mytros still has an air horn, but they might be falling apart here soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was actually I've run the Dino race in Tomb of Annihilation before, and so when I was looking at this race, I found another one that was just so confusing, and then I found someone that had done this based on the Dino race, and it's a lot easier to run, and I think it's a lot more fun. And so, has anyone done the Dino race for Tomb of Annihilation?
Yeah, it's a
I
lot
have
of fun.
not.
Yeah.
Not me. But well, if before we do anything, this Zark's just covering himself in grease, and he's just putting his ramp full of grease for some reason. That was my whole thing. I was gonna do.
Grease lightning.
And-
Grease lightning
and
is
it's-
great.
And Zark was just gonna dance for some reason, just get distracted with this grease dance.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was my
He's the
whole.
best guy from freaking.
I like that the Amazon, like his Amazon's teammate was blind. He's like, "You're useless." Push you off the chariot.
Yeah, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, that was fun. I'm enjoying all the options. You guys are creative, and all the racers are outlined in pink except for you. So that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this-
it makes it easy.
Yep.
All right, y'all. I've got you set up for 2 weeks from today, the 30th. Is everyone cool for Sunday, the 30th?
Yep.
Everyone's cool for Sunday
why-
the 30th.
Cool.
Why the 30th?
Because I just have it set for every other. Do y'all want to try next week?
Yeah, I thought our usual thing was 1 week, so we're just doing 2 weeks again.
Yeah, we were doing
Yeah,
every
we're
other
back.
week.
We're on 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're on.
Next week I have D&D with my godparents and and my wife, so I am out for next Sunday.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
having when I switched to the weekend too. That's time I spend with my wife, so we sort of negotiated every other weekend. So we'll keep it every other and go for the 30th in 2 weeks.
All right,
So
sounds like
I
a
guess
plan.
we'll just try to see when we just do 1 week intervals again or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Or-
If schedules change and such, I would like that.
Yeah, it's just like I thought the whole thing. Well, I'll see now. Why there's a reason why. I get it now.
Yeah, I
Okay.
got I moved and got a new job. You know,
Yeah, I don't know.
jobs they take up time.
No,
They do.
I just work weekdays, not weekends.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Thanks for playing.
yeah,
Later.
thanks for having us.
Adios.
See you in a few weeks.
Yep.